Beef, why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, 6 people. How's everyone doing tonight?
It's the CJH show.
I'm doing good, but I'm exhausted.
Technical difficulties. Smash that like button for an on-time Mad Max. I've been all over the place making content. What is this?
Pumping out those content.
What the heck? What in the world is that?
Beautiful. Rip, I never looked better. Okay. The Master of None show. Is this a hint, Brian?
Eventually.
I'm excited.
CJH is here. George is here.
Yep.
Hope everyone had a great holiday, Halloween.
Oh yeah. I got my old supervisor came by my school yesterday. I was very excited to see her.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it's been a crazy last couple days of work.
Cool.
Surviving audits and reuniting with old friends.
Yeah.
The one time Max is on time and no one's here.
Yeah, it's like
wow.
everyone just like gave up coming on the show on time.
That's because Max is pumping out so much content. They're exhausted.
I even released a trailer reaction right before we went live of Christmas Story 2.
How many shorts have you done?
Oh, that trailer came
I haven't done
already?
any. I'll. You know what? I'm gonna do a short tonight. I'm gonna do short.
Okay. Do you know it's 60 seconds?
Yeah. You can't go past that, right? It won't let it.
No.
Okay. You could do less than 60 seconds. You could do like 5 seconds, right?
Yeah, like what I did.
Is that your typical time, Max? 5 seconds?
No, I last the whole 60.
Lucky wife.
Yeah. Why are you so serious about Game of Thrones and Mr. Robot? What? What are you talking about, Isaac? I'm here on time. Okay. Well, the main topic is the fate of Black Adam 2. Now that we saw the second week of box office, the fate of DC, we know James Gunn is in charge as of yesterday, or actually as of today. James Gunn is in charge. But is the box office for Black Adam going to impact that at all? We have a main topic that I didn't react to yet. It is from the camper. And I thought the only reason I wanted to cover this one is it's a great question. Does DC's plan get derailed if Black Adam flops? What's your initial thoughts before we get to the video? Anyone? Brian, George, CGH. I know Brian wasn't that impressed with Black Adam.
It was mid.
What about Black Adam?
Mid Adam.
Yeah, and honestly, probably wouldn't have seen it unless we talked about it so much on Movie Talk. Brian, am I right?
Oh yeah, no. Well, no, because a lot of that movie I felt like I'd seen it before. It was really tropey. Like, I don't know. It is what it is, man. We're well over a decade into the genre. It's not like you're not going to see things over again, you know?
Yeah.
Are you saying you have superhero fatigue?
Hey, Rhea, how's it going?
For a while, but you know, I try to find ways to enjoy it as best I can.
Mm-hmm. Well, you better see it soon, Dr. Hockey. Before when is the Wakanda Forever review embargo? Is that tomorrow? I don't know when that's coming up.
Probably
11. Black Adam is a flop.
What did you say, CJH?
Is Black Adam a flop?
It's not a flop. It's just not as successful as it probably should be.
It is a flop.
You say it is a flop? Okay.
They said it wasn't even going to make back the money they spent on making the movie.
Well,
So does that mean Henry Cavill will go back to The Witcher?
No. I honestly think regardless of Black Adam goes forward, Henry Cavill is. They're going to do something with Cavill now. I mean, we still have to wait and see what the contracts are. He gave a hint today that he's going to meet with James Gunn. He's really looking forward to it. You think you're going to wait for the Blu-ray? I have a feeling that Black Adam is going to do pretty good on VOD as a rental. That's another guess, but I could be wrong. Let's get to the reaction here from one of the topics from the John Campea show. We're not going to watch the whole one. We're not going to watch the whole video. But it's an interesting question. You know, The Rock was talking a big game before this movie came out. Now that it's slightly underperforming, hopefully it gets a boost when it goes worldwide in China. We'll see. I know it's mostly worldwide. Cavill left because of the Witchers because of the writers. Do you think he would have left regardless because of his other projects with Superman? I think he left because he wasn't happy. I think he would have still.
I mean, I've heard it was possible that he could have done both at the same time. But I think this does actually free him up to do more films than just the Superman 2.
He's just too old to do The Witcher. That's what it is.
No, he's fine.
Isaac is here to speak.
Hey, Isaac, get your words in because it's going to be like 2 hours before we get back to you again.
Well,
all right, now if that's whoa, if that's all you got, you say you can't,
Isaac, should we share the new thing we said yesterday?
What?
So instead of Dicks out for Snyder, how about Dicks out for Sam Raimi?
Yeah, you should say that.
I don't know. I think we should keep our dicks in.
Dicks in what?
in our pants.
Oh,
this is why we don't get women on the panel, Max.
Okay. Well,
what? That's not a chick.
He's not wrong.
All right. Well, let's keep your dicks in, and let's talk movies.
So
keep them in your pants, everyone. Is that the new saying? Keep it in your pants. And too much, get too thirsty, you might get a timeout.
So does that mean you'll time yourself out?
Oh, shut up! Oh,
that's only if we're looking at Grace.
No, I'm over Grace. You should watch Grace video. Yeah, I was gonna maybe watch that too because I want to see her. The reason I'm so intrigued to react to her is because of her horrible. Is that really what Isaac? You have to charge your computer. What type of computer is that? But she was so bad on her DC coverage the last year that I want to see what she has to say about James Gunn now. I mean, we know
had bad takes.
Oh, she does. She drops a scoop at the beginning of her video. Did anyone watch my music video reactions?
No. Max, I don't have time to watch all these videos.
What'd you think?
I watched the reaction to, what was it, the Black Panther Rihanna video.
Oh, okay.
Did anyone see the clip that I made?
No.
You exposed yourself by not liking Max's video.
Well, I didn't like the Rihanna video. It seemed a little overly emotionally manipulative, like corporate emotional.
Oh, okay.
I don't get those vibes from those videos.
All her videos are bad? You mean Grace or Rihanna?
That's always just her.
Oh,
her
it was?
music, though.
I was actually very disappointed. Like, it was Caden's fault, and I reacted. I was bored. I was bored watching them. Thanks a lot, Isaac. I just released one for Christmas Story 2. Okay, so
Max, were you bored because there was nothing juicy in there?
When they're not hating on things, they're really boring. And I was hoping for like a real world type situation. Like, remember, who here watched Real World back in the day? I watched Real World. Yeah, I want to see some stuff, but nah. All right, here's from the John Campea show.
What kind of stuff?
Lou, what do we?
I don't know, some juicy stuff. I don't know.
We got up next.
Next up is our Mint Mobile hotline question of the day. To hear your voice on the show and have your question answered, go ahead and leave.
I should leave one. I want to call and leave one.
You will never get on the John Campbell show.
I don't know. He super chatted me. I might leave one. Hey, this is Max.
No,
From Movie Madison Entertainment.
You want to come on the show?
That'll be your question.
Message at.
Look, can't we all come together and all leave him a message one day?
No, thank you.
Maybe one day.
Wait, are we talking about Ryan Reynolds?
No, this is for John Campia's show.
I think he's talking about
Then
he
why
owns the
is
company.
the hotline for Mint Mobile on there?
They're
He owns the
sponsored by
company.
Mint Mobile. They're sponsored.
He owns the company, by the way. That's
Worst $100 can't be spent. New coat. Yeah, he has a lot of a lot of new movie pundits there, mostly ladies.
Well, the new co-host left.
I think they're all
That's
ladies.
why they're not coming on your show, Max. They're going to the Campia show.
Wait, what do you mean the new co-host left?
No, I'm talking about the previous one. They used to do the hotline thing.
Oh, all
It's
right.
like,
Okay, let's get back to here.
951-268-4259. Today's Mint
You
Mobile
should call
hotline
it.
question of the day comes to us
That's
from
what I said,
Marty,
CJH.
who's asking about the future of Warner Brothers.
Hey, John, it's Marty from Orange County. If
No, I
Black Adam
meant you
flops,
should call it
does
right
Warner
now.
Brothers
CJH, we're trying to. We have to listen to him first.
Oh my god! Not again, please.
Oh my God, CJH.
pump the brakes on all future DC movie projects? I know everyone is excited that Henry Cavill is finally back as Superman and potentially getting a Man of Steel 2 sequel, but if Black Adam fails, I don't see Warner Brothers rushing to make any of these projects. Am I overthinking this? Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in.
Real quick, Max.
You know,
Yeah.
Go back 5 seconds.
You spelled
Why?
Black Adam wrong, Adam.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I was gonna
So?
ask who types that up because they put black and fails. instead of
Yeah, it's Black Adam. If Black Adam
Well,
fails,
if black and fails.
what the
Now-
fuck is that? Oh,
Wait,
they
what are you
definitely wrote this
reading?
fast.
It says Black Adam.
No, it's
No, the second one.
But if it black
And,
if black and fails, I don't
yeah,
see.
it's if Black Adam fails, I don't see one of
Maybe it's his new staff typing this out. I don't know.
Jesus. I mean, they start the
but
show at 1:30.
we're really
so.
going, Tony. We're really going into typos when we're talking about top. Okay.
Yeah, well, they put it up. That's a professional.
Oh my
show.
God. This okay. Well, don't double check my stuff, please.
Well, this is supposed to be a professional show too, and I always have
Don't
breaking
worry,
news.
They're gonna.
Oh, William's here.
change it.
Everyone behave.
I'm the one to worry about? Okay.
Yeah. How you doing, William?
I'm doing all right.
Okay, we're reacting to John Campia. Does DC's plan get derailed if Black Adam flops? Now let him speak first, then we'll get to William right after, because I know he's got a hot take on this one.
all right, thanks a lot for sending that in. You know, we were talking yesterday about, look, Black Adam, which is a movie, by the way, I had a lot of fun watching. I've already gone to see it a couple times. I'm probably going to go see it at least one more time in theaters. A lot of fun, that movie. But despite the fact that it's been #1 at the box office the last 2 weekends, and despite the fact that it is the biggest opening weekend for a Dwayne Johnson-led movie of Dwayne Johnson's career, including Hobbs and Shaw, that's all good. However, unfortunately, after 2 weeks, which is when a movie makes most of its money,
Yeah.
is in the first couple of weeks.
True that.
The movie's only made $250 million. Now, only 200. A lot of movies would kill to make $250 million. But for a project like this, it's only made about $250 million. With a $200 million budget and roughly $100 million in marketing, that means this movie needs to make around the $450 million mark to just break even, to become profitable. And right now, between the first 2 weekends are already now in its rearview mirror, which means it's going to drop. We had an almost 60% drop, a 57, 58% drop from week 1 to week 2. We're going to see a similar drop from week 2 to week 3. And then we got Black Panther Wakanda Forever coming on November 11th, which, by the way, that's just 10 days from now.
Yeah.
The prospects of Black Adam becoming profitable seem to rest with China if it indeed, it says it's going to be getting a Chinese release. Shazam made $43 million in China, but China's also in the midst of a lot of COVID lockdowns right now. So whether or not Black Adam is going to end up being profitable or not is still a question that's very much in the air. So the question of, well, what happens to Warner Brothers' plans for DC if Black Adam fails to make money?
Do you think, well, that's the setup. Right away, do you think they're going to start working on Black Adam 2 or other projects?
Well, who's William starting? Yes, William.
Yes. Yes.
You do?
All right. It's okay for us fans to make stupid knee-jerk reactions from the outside with our face pressed up against the corporate window that we'll never be in. But when you're running and you're doing it well, I'm not talking about the Hamada regime or the Emiracs that are starting us. When you have a plan, and if you're running it well, you have a laid out plan. So that's one. Two, as far as the advertising campaign and everything they did for this movie, they inherited the movie. We didn't even get, as our partners with the ad campaign, we weren't even contacted until within 2 weeks of the release. So there were markets that weren't even added on until literally inside of 9 days. And that goes back to previous management. Your ad campaign starts 9 months, almost 10 months ahead of time. So your trailers, by the way, which are horrible for Black Adam, and a lot of the stuff that went for Black Adam wasn't even in place like it would be for a normal movie. So if you're sitting as far as making a plan going forward, the first thing you're going to do is ask, what could we have done different? So the first thing is that most of those guys that started this process aren't even with the company anymore. So if you're coming in to replace people, you're coming in with the confidence that you can do better. So what happened before is not going to have, and nor should it have any impact on them going forward, either with Black Adam or anything else that they're going to do.
I wish I was as confident as you are, William, because I really enjoyed Black Adam. But let anyone else have Brian, George, Tony. Okay, go ahead, Tony.
What about Black Adam now?
Do you think they're gonna? Do you think it's gonna impact anyway plans for Black Adam 2 or more projects with Rock based on the performance?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I think it's up to The Rock, honestly. How willing is he to work with the other? How willing is he to play with the other people in that universe? You know what I mean? Okay. I know he wants to work with Superman, but would he work with anybody else? I heard he doesn't want to work with Shazam.
Funny you should say that. Yes, I have an article. That was pretty disappointing to hear. Is The Rock pushing his opinion too much?
I heard he wanted to work with Shazam.
Yeah, that's his production company. And he's worked with Safran on that.
Here's what I heard, Max, and maybe I'm wrong.
Then why would you take out references then?
Hold on. What I heard was that he said that he wanted Shazam to be its own thing.
Yeah.
Like Adam to be its own thing. And that they were going to meet. That he's talking about Superman because that's something that people weren't expecting. But of course, him and Shazam were going to meet. That was always the plan. Superman's just the extra. And that was from The Rock's mouth, not like somebody saying The Rock said. That was like The Rock.
And remember, when Black Adam first started out, it was supposed to be part of Shazam. And as they developed the story, they made the decision that it became big enough for its own story. And you got to be real careful because you're introducing two characters that are subsidiaries that are not top tier characters. So the crossing over doesn't necessarily mean that one would have boosted the other. They're both $400 million movies at the best. So it's bringing in Superman, that's a game changer. But bringing in Shazam to Black Adam or vice versa, I don't think that would have moved the needle either way. Those movies were going to make what they were going to make.
Okay.
I mean, I still think there should have been referencing to him in the movie. Yes, you got the deleted scene in the first movie of Dan with the 7 shares. Of course, that was supposed to be Black Adam. Yes, you have the Wizard talking about the champion, the previous champion, which broke continuity. It broke canon. It did break canon.
But for who, Anthony? That's my question. For who? I did that screening wearing a damn Shazam t-shirt, and most of the people didn't even know who Shazam was. So now, what is it going to matter to the general audience?
No, now
that we're introducing a character that's not even on the screen.
I know that.
Yeah,
the
general.
But I think Black Adam should have definitely come out in the beginning of October.
People think DC is a joke, and they're still following the DCU, that is a joke. They need a reboot.
Okay,
Oh my God, here we go.
They're not
Here we
going to
go with the
reboot.
reboot. They're not gonna
There it
reboot,
goes,
bro.
trolling again. Thanks.
Oh my
Lord have
goodness.
mercy, bro.
I
Bro,
don't know
James
about
Gunn
all
literally
that.
said
How
they're
is it
not rebooting,
trolling?
bro.
Well,
No,
The
you see,
reboot
You've been saying that
is
for the last 2
oh,
months.
Well, here's the thing. We're asking, does DC's plans get derailed, right?
yeah.
But
No.
obviously, we just had a regime change. We just had
yeah.
James Gunn and them take over. We're making assumptions about what James Gunn and them their plan is.
Right.
Saffron and Gunn.
That's actually what I wanted to bring up, because it's like James Gunn and the other guy just like starred today. So it's up to really them to meet up with The Rock and like say, okay, so this is how the next project with you is gonna go, or like negotiate terms of like how do we want the Black Adam side of things to go. Do we go with
Ooh,
the
I look
Black Adam
hot.
versus Superman? Oh my
What the
lord.
fuck?
Who
That's
shared this?
me.
Oh
That's
my
me.
God. Oh my God, no, no.
My
Everyone
eyes.
wanted a full body pick of Max, so I went and got you one.
I look amazing.
No,
You do.
no.
Okay.
Look at those
You
pecs.
need help. You
Yeah.
need help. Wow. You need help.
No, we allow CJH's perspective. It's the same thing all the time.
Well, the grass
Reboot.
city, we know they're not calling the DCU no more. It's called the DCU, which is stupid.
And
Nobody's gonna call it that.
I respect CJH's opinion. It's just if they were going to reboot, I guess it's possible, but they wouldn't sign Cavill. That's
Well,
If
you
they're
know,
gonna
hold on, Max. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
What?
Sorry.
If they were going to
If they
reboot,
were
why
going to
would it?
reboot, they wouldn't sign Cavill. A reboot doesn't mean that they get all new actors necessarily for all the roles. It
Well,
just
he
means
said
the overall universe.
he said he wants.
Then
a
it's
hard
really
reboot.
not a reboot. It's a realignment. If you keep the same actors, you're basically doing a realignment. That's drastically
Yeah.
different from a reboot. That's two different things. Different as night and day.
Yeah,
And
but
that's what the Flash is
you
doing.
know how it is, William. We're talking to a general audience here. And if I said
Yeah.
realignment, everyone had to spend 20 minutes explaining what it was. If I said reboot, everyone just goes, "Oh, okay."
I mean, that's
Well, if
their
you say
problem,
reboot,
not ours.
you'll lose 30% of your audience upon the mention of the word reboot. People are going to put their money back into their pocket, and they're going to move on to something else that's better formed and that has a better stable background. Reboot basically tells people you've wasted their time and money for a considerable amount of time, and you're asking them to spend even more money. And that's why they fail. Most
not
reboots
if you
fail.
continue with where they're going with the Batman.
We don't even know
Nobody
where
cares.
they're
Batman is a solo. Batman is a solo singular project that does not pull in the type of revenue that a shared universe does, right? And you're not even getting the Batman 2 until what, 2025?
Yeah,
For the type of money
2025.
that these guys want to generate, you cannot do it without a shared universe.
Also,
You can try.
Matt Reeves is more focused on.
But they could make the Batman into a shared universe.
No,
He doesn't
Matt
want
Reeves
to.
doesn't want that.
They're
doesn't
turning it
want it.
into a Batman universe. They got the Penguin thing. They got the Arkham thing. Like they're more focused on.
It's
He's
more like a
doing what
Batman.
Christopher.
CJH, there is going to be a Matt. There is going to be a Matt Reeves universe, but it's more like a Batman verse. It's like a
Didn't
Batman
one
world.
of the comics or whatever introduce Metropolis into the
It's a
canon?
reference. It's a reference like Batman Begins. It's a reference. It's a reference.
Yeah.
It's a reference. Doesn't mean that
So
Superman
they could
exists.
still tie in
No,
that
But
movie
Matt
that
Reeves
they
is
wanted
doing
to
what
do.
Christopher Nolan did.
Matt Reeves is
That's what he's
doing a more
doing.
realistic take.
Yeah.
How is
realistic.
Superman gonna fit in there? That's why I think it's better
I'm
off.
not opposed to it, but I'm just like maybe.
No, it just doesn't.
Here's my caveat, CJH. What if they do the Batman verse, Matt Reeves, do all the villains, the shows, Arkham series, the Penguin, and then after Batman 3, they introduce a more realistic Superman then.
Well, what they could do is, so Batman has his Gotham whatever, right? They introduce Superman, and then they do a whole Superman universe type thing. They tie the two together, and there you go.
That's gonna confuse the audience.
How's it gonna confuse the audience?
Hold on,
Bro,
hold on,
that's gonna
hold
confuse
on,
it.
hold on. They should not be doing any more Elseworld separate universe stuff until they actually organize and brand those as separate things.
I agree with that.
Amen.
I agree with that.
I agree.
And
They
then
all
needed-
we need is Ben Affleck.
they need to get DCU on track first.
But
is
Yes,
what I
on
think.
top of that,
What
we
I'm
don't
saying
even have
is-
a main Batman in the DC universe right now. So that's another thing that's confusing. They don't know what they're going to do with Batman going forward. If they want to bring Ben Affleck back, or if they want to get a completely different actor, or Michael Keaton, whatever he's going to do, I don't even know.
He's gonna
They need-
break his back.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, we don't really know what the ending of the Flash is still gonna be like.
But you could like have the Batman and then do wherever you want with Gotham or whatever,
CGH.
expand that. But also with Superman, you could do Supergirl. You could do, you know,
No
already
beat
have a
characters until we
Supergirl.
settle
They
the
already
issue.
have a
Understand.
Supergirl. They have Sasha
They just-
Calle. for
they
Henry
gave
Cavill.
what
Matt.
I'm saying is you can spin off of Superman as well if you
But
want.
CGH, here's the thing. Matt Reeves, they just made that big deal with Matt Reeves, like back at the end of August, beginning of September.
Yeah.
They're gonna do what Matt Reeves wants, and Matt Reeves seems like he does not want Batman to have other DC characters in his universe. He doesn't want a
Well,
DC
that's Matt
universe. He
Reeves.
wants, and they just gave him a ton of money.
I doubt that CGH, and then
So
we're going to
you
get back.
want Matt
on, we're,
Reeves to
we're,
leave?
we're going to get back on topic here because we've entertained this suggestion from CGH, but we're going to get back to the Campia video. But they are not, as far as we know, Warner Brothers past, they're not going to force a universe on Matt Reeves if he doesn't want to do it, just like they did for Christopher Nolan. And that's been successful for them. The Batman is rich enough of property that it's like its own universe too. He can play in the DC.
They don't have to. I mean, the Matt Reeves can still have his little contained thing, but they could do a separate movie where they tie in a new Superman.
It just seems
that.
it seems unlikely, CGH, based on what Zaslav has been doing, focusing on the Trinity and canceling other supplemental projects like
That
even the
would
Green
be
Lantern.
the Trinity, though, if they introduce like a new
it-
Wonder
it-
Woman
the
as well.
established Trinity.
That's
The
not the
established
Trinity. The
Hold on.
And Green Lantern, though, because Green
hold on,
Lantern, they
Max.
went back to John Stewart, are more well known. They're going,
I want to
Max,
hear what Tony has.
How about this? I propose, going off of CJH's idea, what if they treat Batman the way Marvel is treating Spider-Man? Where Spider-Man is in the MCU, but he's also kind of separate, like the rest of the stuff. So you have
The
Batman
Sony
doing a
universe?
Batman movie, doing his stuff, and he shows up in Superman, but Superman and them don't show up in Batman.
Now, if I'm Matt Reeves, I shut that down in 2 seconds because even though it is still putting undue influence, narrative influence on a sole character that he's in control of right now, that version of it, there's no reason to do it. And there's just no reason to do it.
I'm just entertaining CJH.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. There's just no gain. There's just no gain in that.
Yeah, Matt Reeves literally
I
said
do like that
2017,
idea,
18
and
that-
that's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah,
But again,
I
like,
kinda-
not
yeah.
saying that's a bad idea, but like they can't just establish a different Trinity in a different universe when the main DC universe hasn't
Doesn't figure it
reestablished
out.
their Trinity either. We can do that later down the line, but you have to make sure your
Years down the
foundation-
line.
years down the line, but you have to make sure your main universe is concrete before doing more Elseworld stuff. Because I'm telling you,
But I'm
we
not
may
saying it's
be-
an Elseworld. I'm saying it's literally going to be Batman of the DCU, Robert Pattinson, except for the DCU just doesn't go into the Batman.
but
they
that's
never
not
go into
going to
Gotham.
happen. That's
So
not
are
going
you
to
saying
happen.
like the Sony universe is gonna do with Tom Holland?
Yeah, that's what I just said. It's literally what I just compared it
Okay,
to.
I understand.
But
what
I
Tony's
don't.
saying now.
They don't want
Yeah.
Pattinson's Batman in the DC universe. They
No,
want
but that was before. Maybe James Gunn does want it. We're making a lot of assumptions here on this panel. Campy is making assumptions.
It's not
Has
an
James
assumption.
Gunn came out and said what he wants, what his plan is?
Well, you can use the work that he's done in the environment that he's been
there's
comfortable.
still there's still some unknowns. We can have fun speculating. Let's get back to the camper and then see if Robert Meyer Burnett weighs into this because I'm a little concerned about Black Adam's future myself. But we'll wait and see. It really does. Okay.
What if it's a money loser? Our viewer calls in and asks, will Warner Brothers slam the brakes on any future DC movie stuff? It's a fair question to ask. However, I would want to point out a couple of things. Maybe the old Warner Brothers, under the old ownership.
Yeah, they were too
maybe
reactionary.
knee-jerk reactionists
Yeah.
like that. Actually, the old Warner Brothers regime was known for being knee-jerk reactionist.
The worst. The
to
worst.
anything that came to DC.
Since
Something happened in DC,
2013.
like something failed in DC. Oh no, let's rethink everything. Ah!
That's an
Yeah,
that's an excellent point. Old DC, old Warner Brothers definitely would not move forward with Black Adam.
Yeah, I do agree with that take.
But hopefully, hopefully the new people in charge now are not gonna. They're gonna start to build and not get cold feet all the time. You know. Okay, so I agree with that so far.
One little thing works and goes, let's remap everything to work around this one thing that worked. I mean, that's how they ran things, and that's why they nearly ran it into the ground. But however, there's a new ownership at Warner Brothers now, right? And this new ownership had nothing to do with the production of this movie. The only thing they had to do with this movie was they gave the green light to put Henry Cavill in as a post-credit scene, which the previous ownership said no to, which I still can't understand why they said no before. So this isn't really their movie. So they're going to look at Black Adam. They're going to want it to succeed. They're going to do what they can to help it succeed. But at the end of the day, it had nothing to do with their plan or their roadmap. This new ownership of Warner Brothers and the brand new, newly minted DC Studios under James Gunn and Peter Safran, who took over
I have to say, I really like that they're just calling it DC Studios now and DCU. Sounds so much better. And then also with everything that's incorporated in the DCU is under Gunn, but you can still have DC projects that are made by Warner Brothers, and that's just Warner Brothers. It's outside of the Gunn. Like I'm happy that there's still Joker 2 and Matt Reeves outside the DCU.
But that's only for now, Max.
Yeah, that's only for now. Eventually, it will all be under DC.
I think they should keep it that way. I think they should. My opinion is they should keep DCU and everything in the integrated universe be under DCU, and then you could have DC Black Label like type movies like Joker and Matt Reeves and Batman.
They will, but they'll all be under DC Films. They'll all be under DC Studios.
Yeah.
It'll still be Gunn and Safran
I think
running
that makes
show.
it more interesting, keeps it simple for the consumer too.
I don't think the consumer cares, Max.
I was about to say that to a point. As far as the managerial organization of it,
to keep things simple. Well, what was this?
No, I'm talking about who the producers or who the studio behind it. If it's DC Studios or Warner Brothers, they don't give a shit. They just want to go see the Batman movie.
Mm-hmm. Bad take, Max. What do you mean bad take? No.
Get on here, man.
No, go with the. I don't know, Brian. Wouldn't isn't it easier to say, well, is this a DCU or is this Warner Brothers? Like, is this Batman in the DCU? No, this is DCU Black Label or something else.
No, if it all comes from the DC Studios, that's the way it's going to happen. Eventually, Joker was in pre-production before these deals were even made. But any subsequent ones that go forward will all be under DC Films. Now, on sub-labels and stuff like that, you can do that, and that won't be confusing. But having them all under one umbrella is smart, and that's the way all the DC films will eventually be. Whether it's Reeves or Joker 2, they'll all eventually be under DC Studios.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anyone else want to weigh in on that?
Wait, does that mean they could do spin-off TV shows to the DCU?
Yes, if they wanted
to. Eventually, that's the plan because they're in charge of TV as well.
So the CW universe, if
they're going away,
throw garbage away.
They're throwing out. That's going away.
I heard Stargirl. I heard Stargirl's canceled too.
It's not canceled. It just ended in season 2.
Even though that's ending, will there be a version of that continues, kind of like the Superman and Lois show?
I mean,
you probably will see maybe the actress or a new actress playing the character. Maybe
they might bring Stargirl into the JSA, the DCU.
Well, remember in the Black Adam script, she was supposed to show up in 2020 script or 21, whatever it was.
Because they still did the Crisis thing, and that introduced like Keaton's.
Yeah, let's forget that ever happened.
Yeah, let's forget
that. I like that because Brandon Roth came back and he was.
That was the only good thing about that.
Well, yes, he's Christopher Reeve Superman. We all know that.
All right. Well, let's see what Robert Meyer has to say, and then we'll be done with this video.
Today, this morning, 9 a.m., they became the new bosses of this brand new DC studio. The Black Adam thing was never part of their plan or their roadmap. So I would say 2 reasons not to worry about it. Number one, just because you hit one bump in the road does not mean you just pull all your plans and freak out. Maybe the old Warner Brothers leadership would have done that. The new Warner Brothers leadership won't. But second is that Black Adam isn't even their movie, right? They are behind it, their names on it, all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't their movie. So
now what's going on? Because Robert Meyer Burnett's over there, and then the ladies, they just have the new lady pundits, not the Chris Carr and whatever her name though.
Well, sometimes they can make it. They have
They
other
switch
like
sometimes. Yeah,
they all have other gigs. They all have independent gigs as well. She's an actress, so they're all sometimes at different places.
Yeah.
That's why he hired her on the new host, so that when Aaron Cummings and Chris Carr are not there, he still has people to interact with.
Robert Meyer Burnett got nowhere else to be.
Oh, he does this lot.
Oh, he
he
still
does
get
more.
paid regardless.
He does more content than me.
Yeah.
He does streams on there, and then he's on his channel.
It's like 5-hour midnight streams. That guy's busy.
Flop, it wouldn't deter their plans for what they're doing moving forward. This had nothing to do with James Gunn's orchestration, so no. Just if Black Adam ends up losing money, and we don't know that it will, but if it does end up losing money, they're going to go, damn, that sucks. Okay, well, let's move forward with our plan now. And so, no, I don't think there's any risk of them upheaving or pulling the plug on all their upcoming
I just am too used to old Warner Brothers. That's why I'm so.
If I can give my
they're gone.
my take
Yes,
on this real quick.
yes, DL. Yes, DL.
So I don't think they will completely abandon Black Adam, because I even think they had a. I think they had a feeling that it might not make the money that it will, because Black Panther is around the corner.
Well, Halloween weekends.
Well,
yeah.
I get.
So when we were on the conference call, to get all that stuff and to sign for all that stuff that we weren't supposed to get, they 100% understood that they had 1 week to make the money that they were going to make with this. But most of the conversation was talking about the new structuring going forward, and the fact that basically the whole year of 2022 is being written off as a loss. I mean, the stuff that they're doing right now is for bragging rights, is momentum going into the future. But the entirety of 2022, they've written off so much and they acquired so much debt. They're not hiding under their table saying, "Oh my God, did a quarter fall from Black Adam's ticket sales? Oh no,"
And also, I think The Rock it's too valuable for them to just completely get rid of him, and also the stuff that they promised for future stuff in the DC universe. Mainly, I'm talking about Henry Cavill, Superman. The stuff they set up there, I don't think they want to completely abandon all of that. And also, how much the JSA was positively received. So it's like, I think at least James Gunn will look at this and be like, there's some stuff we could use from this, but they probably go with a different plan going forward. That part I agree with, whatever James Gunn decides to do with it. But yeah, I don't think they're going to completely abandon Black Adam at all.
And they didn't surprise The Rock with this, by the way. The Rock didn't just wake up.
I want to say hi to Matt, and we have to address something that is, we have 55 people watching and only 13 likes. There's like 13. There's 25 likes. There's almost 13 people on the panel. Come on, everyone! Did you forget to like it? Yeah, I'm talking to you, CJH. He made a whole
like the video.
CJH got caught 4K that he's making videos on our videos, and then he didn't even like the video. I saw.
Wow.
Okay. Hey, Matt, you said I had a bad take. Explain yourself, Matt.
I think they need to consolidate. And Gunn is going to consolidate, and Safran's going to want to consolidate, because they understand that consolidation is the key to success.
What do you think of my theory where like they do the separate universes, the Batman?
We explored your theory.
Well, I think Matt Reeves' The Batman will be its own thing because it predates it, but it's not going to have it's going to live on for a couple years. It's going to have its own thing, and then it's probably going to die off when they reboot it once again. I wouldn't be surprised at this point if Gunn and Safran spend today looking over everything going on with DC, and they're like, well, okay, let's figure out a pathway forward. I think they're going to give Henry Cavill a shot, but I don't know, man. I'm telling you, there's apathy towards that character, and I don't feel like the needle got moved in regards to his cameo in Black Adam. So we'll have
do you
to wait
think
and
it's
see.
because of the movies like
Yes.
DC?
Yes,
Snyder
absolutely.
and all that?
Not Snyder. Look, there's a reason why we haven't seen a Ben Affleck Batman or a Henry Cavill Superman since 2017's Justice League. All right, that movie fundamentally destroyed those characters with the mainstream audience. They became a laughingstock.
Thor destroyed it.
You know, they did. They absolutely destroyed everything. There wasn't like they pulled the plug. They overreacted, in my opinion. But they still, you know, they sidelined both of them. Affleck developed a drinking problem and ended up quitting the role, you know, only to come back a couple years later just to wrap it up. So, you know,
I think the biggest robbery in history is not getting the Ben Affleck movie.
Well, what do you think about this on the Campia show, Matt, where Black Adam the DC plans get derailed if Black Adam flops? You know, you've been long critic, and I have to say, even though I love The Rock and Black Adam, I have to say you're kind of right. I was wrong on the box office. You were more in line of what it's probably actually going to do. But
well, I say that not to be a dick, but dude, when you followed the trajectory of his other movies, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Is like The Rock has a fan base, but it's not as big as you might think. And the problem though is that you get a lot of these wrestling fans that I believe truly have trouble separating reality from fiction every once in a while.
Hey, watch it, buddy.
No, I mean that legitimately. I mean, like, I'm being tongue in cheek about it, but I do mean it. Like, I understand that people get that there's a separation, right? It's like look at it like this. Like, we look at separation of church and state, but let's be fair. In the Republican Party, Christianity runs side by side with that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Is where it's like there are people out there who can't differentiate from fact from fiction. So they look at someone like The Rock and they see this larger than life entertainer, and he's everywhere and he's on everything. And then like, yeah, this guy, he's massive, he's huge. Oh my God, he's amazing. And then you're like, wait a minute, like, but his stuff doesn't really pull in that much money unless he is with other people that he can elevate. So he's got the thing is that, look, The Rock is probably the greatest wingman in cinematic history.
Oh,
but as for a leading star, no, not really. Like,
Matt is not lying. That's true.
Matt's not lying. I mean, he told us all that Henry Cavill was too old to be Superman, and we know how that turned out. So,
well, what I said about that, though, to be fair, is I'm like, if they're not going to act now, then he's getting too old. And that is what I said. If they're not going to do it now,
they acted,
and then they acted. They acted.
How much
you know what?
Did they act, man?
They acted pretty quickly. It took a couple months, but I'm just saying, you know what? TMZ wrote about me, and you know, TMZ gets back to all these people. So they probably looked at my dumb face and went like, you know what? This fat pre-heart attack Kevin Smith lookalike probably knows a thing or two about what's going on. Yeah. Let's listen to him. I mean, there's already been accusations that this guy got Donald Trump elected. Let's just keep going with that narrative.
Oh boy.
Do you think that Brandon Routh should get a
Gamergate?
CJ, I love that you're participating in the shows more, but you throw in a question every single time there's a silence.
So many random.
You gotta let other people talk.
Yeah, well, I do got to bail out anyway. I just popped off, so I'm waiting for an order to finish up. I got to go deliver it. But I mean, look, here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, like I feel that Black Adam has failed to move the needle in any conceivable measure. Even with Henry Cavill, it still did not gross as much as a lot of people thought that it would, and it's still not that scene didn't move the needle, and I think it's ridiculous. Some people have said that, like, oh no, it shouldn't have moved the needle. No one ever thought it would move the needle. Bullshit.
I'm not calling bullshit. There's no way. If anybody thinks that a 30-second cameo at the end of a movie is going to move the box office, you're fucking crazy.
But I think the question is, should it matter to this current management, though?
But
Henry Cavill absolutely needs new management.
Wait, what was the mid-credit scene in Venom 2? I already forgot.
No, but see, there's a difference because Venom 2, they actually promoted scenes that weren't in the movie.
Spider-Man was
right?
in
They made it seem like through the marketing that the Vulture had a bigger part in the movie.
Wait, that was Morbius.
No,
that was Morbius. We're talking about Venom 2, man.
We have to get to the
what was the
Toby? No, it has Tom Holland.
We have to
get that was the.
Okay.
That was him going over to a different reality and then seeing Spider-Man.
No one went to see the movie because of that end credit scene.
They absolutely did. They absolutely did. They absolutely did.
Venom was
You're
Some
telling me
people-
people went to the theater to see Venom 2 specifically?
Okay, let me. Okay,
because there was
yes,
a mid-credits-
yes, yes.
I don't know,
Let me
my
explain.
parents
I'll
went to
explain,
see
and then
it.
I got to go because Tony, you got to know this, man. Before that fan screening of Venom 2 last year, the movie was tracking at a $40 to $45 million opening weekend. That fan screening happened. Word of the Spider-Man cameo got out, and it literally doubled its expectations. And then when the movie came out, it beat its predictions because of Spider-Man.
It
That's
made money
exactly
because
what
of Tom
happened.
Holland.
What was this? What was the credit scene?
The end credit scene was him freaking out and then it ending up in the wrong universe, and they're like, Spider-Man is unmasked as Peter Parker.
People
And
That's
then
what-
Venom recognizes them.
Yeah.
That was it.
I think
The
people did
well,
go.
the symbiote
They were
recognizes them.
constantly hinting that they were going to connect things, and it just never happened.
I don't think people went to see it because I didn't even go see it. I'm a huge Marvel fan, huge Spider-Man fan. My dad loves Spider-Man, and we didn't even go see it, even knowing what the mid-credit or the end credit scene was going to be.
I didn't
Well, that's
even
the
know what it
audience
was.
did, though. The audience
I'm just
did,
telling
though.
you that I don't
They
think
saw it
that,
because of Tom Holland.
people going, hey, at the end credits, there's a little scene where Venom ends up in a new universe. I don't think that people are like, oh shit, now I gotta go see this
I still
movie.
can't quite understand that scene. Like, does
It's
that mean
Sony-
the
Sony- Sony's
Toby
stupid.
universe Venom is canon?
No.
No. That movie
Because
doesn't
that
exist.
symbiote remembers
No.
Spider-Man?
There's probably
Oh
a
my God.
there's probably a version of Tom Holland in the
A
Sony
virgin
universe.
Tom
Here-
Holland.
Here's what happened. I'll explain it real quick.
Virgin.
Real easy.
Version.
Okay, real easy. Venom says that he has a shared consciousness with all the other symbiotes. Okay.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Then when he goes over into the MCU universe, you remember that the other Venom exists, and they were opening up portals. So those two consciousnesses shared, and that's how he recognized Spider-Man.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, we
remember
actually got
that-
someone that paid tonight, so let's give Blue Jay some
Blue
props.
Jay,
$4.99. Thank you, Blue Jay. I would really want to see and know more about the JSA, specifically Cyclone. Give me a series or a movie. Absolutely, I want to see a
us,
JSA
like,
movie.
Flash and
Green
Green
Lantern.
Lantern.
You know, CJH. When
No,
a custom-
no, I mean in the
when a customer,
JSA.
Okay, when a customer pays, though, let's examine that completely.
Yeah,
JSA,
that's what I'm
JSA.
saying.
Okay.
In JSA, the
In JSA
original
Flash.
Flash and original
The
Green
original
Lantern.
Flash. Okay.
You mean Jay Garrick? Jay Garrick should have been in Black Adam. I don't know what
Well,
the fuck The Rock was doing, bro.
Well, you
He
know
should've
why
been
they
there.
didn't put him in there because
The Rock is stupid. He's a
Well, did The
dumbass.
Rock
Because
have,
he's already
have
on the
control
TV
over it?
show.
No, because Warner Brothers want to wait to use the Flash until his movie.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling Jay Garrick. Jay
Thomas
Garrick,
Law
not
86. Why
Barry
am I
Allen.
face palming? It blame CJH. That's why.
It's CJ. CJ's crazy.
CJH he has to get a word in every time now.
No,
Okay.
no, it's because they should have put Jay Garrick, the original Flash. Jay
Nope,
Garrick is
they
the
didn't
original
want
Flash.
him to upstage Ezra Miller. That's
Or
what-
at
Bro,
least
fuck
Green
Ezra Miller.
Lantern.
No disrespect.
Yeah.
No
yeah.
Whoa,
disrespect,
what? Anthony, watch your decibels.
No
You give me an
disrespect,
earache.
but I like Ezra Flash. He's okay, but
See,
no,
right
Jay
here,
Garrick-
I agree with Marcus Cruz real quick. He says Venom 2
wow.
He said Venom 2 overperformed because of No Way Home. It had nothing to do with the end credit scene. It had to do with the end credit scene that people were like, "Oh, it's going to connect."
That
Plus,
money
No
made
Way
me-
Home was coming out. That's why. If No Way Home didn't come out and he just had that end credit scene, it would have underperformed.
Bro, Venom
I
2 made money
absolutely,
because of Tom
I absolutely
Holland.
have my
That's it.
business attire on, and yes, there's a new benefit to memberships, only 99 cents.
Wait, your
I
business,
do re-
your
$1.
business attire is a tie?
No,
He sends you pics with just a mask.
No, I do reaction videos.
He's gonna
on-
open up OnlyFans.
No,
Oh,
ma-
an only
not-
mask.
Wait, okay,
that's
hold
coming.
on. Well, I
And
wanted
so-
us to address
and
that thing
soon
that
you-
Marcus
and
had
soon
said.
You all be, yeah.
Okay, here's the thing with that. You can sit there and argue, well, if No Way Home wasn't coming out, but the thing is, they specifically set those movies up to be close together for the sake of profit. So that argument
Facts.
doesn't hold water. It's a what-if thought experiment that has no basis on reality. Reality is the numbers we can look up. Reality is the hype we can see exploding over the 2
Okay,
weeks.
so Matt,
It's
you
al-
have my
it's also
Twitter.
the
Wait,
first
hold on.
time we saw
Hold on.
Carnage.
Matt, you know my Twitter handle. So send me, tweet at me all the hype that you saw of people being excited for the Venom post-credit scene.
Well, for one, right now I'm driving, so I
Well,
can't.
whenever
but
you get it,
two,
whenever you get a chance, I'll remember. Don't worry.
just
I don't
look
forget
up
things.
Venom 2 like post-credit hype. You'll see the articles, man. They're all over. Like that's what
People
happened.
writing articles don't put butts in seats.
Dude,
That's
the
not it.
people-
Dude, but the box office return did.
Right, and that was based on the fact that No Way Home was
okay.
included.
Hold on,
People
hold on,
thought
okay,
the same
okay. Hold
reason
on,
why
hold on,
Captain
hold on, hold
Marvel
on, hold on.
performed so
You're
well.
you're
because
telling
people thought it
me
was going to connect to the Avengers.
you're telling me that the industry that's really good on tracking estimates, that has this down to a fundamental science, that they were wrong in their initial $40 million opening, and that the 80 million just overperformed because I don't know,
I just told you
Michelle
why.
Williams showed some skin. No,
I
you
told
just
you why, because of No Way Home. The same reason why Captain Marvel did so well, because people
Captain
thought
Marvel,
that movie was going to
yes,
connect.
it was a slingshot. It was a slingshot effect, but Captain Marvel still tied into Avengers Endgame.
Dude,
Venom 2
People thought Venom 2 was going to tie into No Way Home.
And it did. It did.
No,
it was a bit of a
It was
fake out.
barely even mentioned in No Way Home. He comes out at the end of No Way Home. He's like, oh, he's back to this universe.
Well, here's the
whole
thing:
tie-in.
is it still tied in? They had a plan for it. They brought the symbiote over. You don't have to like how they did it, but they did it. That's the thing here. You're denying reality. I mean, I get you're a conservative. I understand that. No, you're denying reality. You're trying to argue a point that's a moot argument because we already know the outcome. That's like me saying 2 + 2 is 4, and you going, nah, 2 + 2 is 5 because of this variable that's not real.
You're pulling some fucking shit out your ass now, man. No,
I'm not pulling shit out my ass, man. I'm telling you.
Right. We're both agreed that the way it made so much money was because of No Way Home's connection. You're saying it was because of the end credit scene itself. I'm saying no, it was because of No Way Home itself.
Oh, okay. So the No Way Home. Oh, wait. So by your logic,
if No Way Home didn't exist,
expecting. Hold on. Fans expecting a No Way Home connection went to go see Venom 2, where they saw a No Way Home connection.
How about it made money because the first one made $800 million, so people like the first Venom and they want to see the second Venom because
Well,
the
thing with the first movie is
what I'm saying, Matt.
There was a promise of Spider-Man.
If you take out No Way Home and left in the end credit scene the way it was, Venom wouldn't have overperformed. If you took out the end credit scene and left No Way Home existing, it would have overperformed. That's what I'm saying.
But you can't argue that point because we don't know what would have happened. Because the plan was always to have them come out close together. So you could have that slingshot effect. That was the plan the studio put forward. They executed their plan perfectly. So you're arguing a point that we can't, this is why speculation is such a problem. Because it's like, oh, let's speculate. Speculation is fun. It leads to nonsense. Because you're trying to argue points that simply never existed.
You're arguing a point that makes no fucking sense. No one sees a movie based on a mid-credit scene.
I'm arguing literally what happened, and you're like, well, if you remove this and you shift that and you alter this,
we both agree it made money.
Yeah, if I want to
disagreeing why.
No, we're not. No. I'm telling you why it happened, and you're trying to argue something that never existed. That's the whole point.
No, you're trying to make a connection that's not there.
I'm telling you exactly what happened. Like, you can go and look it up your damn self. And I'm sure other people here on the panel or in the chat will confirm. I covered all this a year ago when it happened. I pay attention to this shit.
I don't even know what we're talking about. I've tuned out.
Well, sorry, Max. I know. We gotta get back on. Where's your Geekosity article? Go ahead and pull that up.
I don't have one.
He doesn't even have one.
Oh, he doesn't have
one.
one.
Wow, surprising.
You're not getting paid by Mikey?
No, I honestly tuned you both out. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't care. I mean, it's people liked it though. People like this spirited debate. Yes, Matt. Thank you for stopping by, and Tony.
Yeah, I gotta go deliver some food. So
yes.
Can we all agree Venom 3 is gonna suck?
I hope not. But I don't think people. I don't think they have the confidence.
Let's see. Let's look at the variables right now.
We got 69 viewers.
No, we can't look at variables. Didn't you just hear Matt say, "Don't look at variables"?
Well, I'm gonna look at these right now. So you're gonna get the writer. You're gonna get the writer of the first two movies, and that were badly written. You're gonna get her, who has never directed a big budget movie, to direct this film. That looks very promising to me.
I don't know.
I want it to be good, but I don't have.
Remember the last time
I don't have a lot of faith in it.
To direct the film that they were doing, Blade Trinity, anybody? Dark Phoenix, anybody?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Jesus Christ. Venom 3 is gonna suck.
And let's
Listen,
be
I
honest
want it
about
to be
Venom.
good, but DL's not wrong, and RJ agrees. The probability
what
of Venom
if
3 sucking is
Spider-Man
very high.
shows up?
Well, the first two Venoms kind of sucked anyway.
That could save it a little bit if they
The
if they
first one was
actually.
okay. It was
I mean,
okay.
if they
It's not
do
bad.
Andrew Garfield, if they actually do that, that would
It's
you know.
not
that
going to
would-
be Andrew Garfield. It's going to be
I
Tom
don't think they're
Holland.
going to either. No.
Oh man,
Andrew doesn't want to get in that mess universe that's already
that doesn't
trash.
want to go in a universe that's crappier than the one.
You know what the biggest
Yeah.
disgrace is? Is these likes? Where's the likes at? Come on, everyone.
You gotta stop like whoring, Max.
I mean, how else am I going to get it if I don't
Well,
ask?
You said it once. I think everybody heard you the first time.
Yeah, but why aren't they doing?
But you're gonna be like DSP, like we're not gonna continue until we get. X
No,
amount
we
of
are.
likes.
No, we're continuing. We're continuing. All right, let's
topic.
Yeah, let's finish the topic. CGH completely derailed us. And
Don't blame CGH.
Well, a lot of
CGH is a scapegoat.
I love you, CGH, but yes, I blame No, I love CGH. All right, let's see what Robert Meyer Burnett has to say.
Project
you don't want to
Anyway,
see
Rob,
my like on
You
the
know,
video?
it is weird that we're talking about.
He better have liked it. No, I don't need to see it. I trust you. Actually, I don't. But let's continue. Just kidding.
Maybe a Dwayne Johnson, my second favorite movie star in the world, led superhero movie that we've been waiting for 15 years, might not even be profitable. But if it's not profitable, and it still could be, but if it's not, do you think
I
that
always
throws
like-
a wrench in DC's plans moving forward?
Guys, we want to thank one of
Oh
the
God, he
You
always
knew that
does
was
right.
coming every time he goes. He
Robert
texts
Meyer
someone else.
Burnett, right before Robert Meyer Burnett. Yeah,
I think he does this because he knows that people
the
want to see
Amazon
Rob's
Music-
opinion.
yeah,
The Ring of
that's
Power,
true.
the most wokest show out there.
He strings it. No, that's good. That's good. That's good for audience retention. You string it along.
No, it's not
And they-
because everyone's gonna skip over it anyway, Max.
No, people want to hear Robert Meyer Burnett.
No, they're gonna skip over the ad. So
Okay. All right.
music app now.
Well, no, because I mean, look, we got Fury of the Gods coming out. We've got Aquaman coming out. Fall What You Do, the Joker follow-ups being made. What am I forgetting?
Most importantly, the Flash movie,
The Flash,
which
right.
they keep saying is like everybody, not just
They say it's good.
Rob and I both have people we know that are connected to the situation.
Sources.
And everything we are hearing about this Flash movie, despite all the Ezra garbage, is that it's really great. Is that Muschietti made a great movie. So that's the key piece.
Yeah, and the thing is, people have to remember, like we as fans have to remember, the general public is not us. They're not obsessing over every detail of these movies coming out. They're
I don't
not
do that.
reading Mikey Sutton's column about
Oh!
every movie that comes out, and they're not following all of the websites.
They just throw you under the bus.
Wait,
He
repeat
just-
that again. Repeat. Wait, go back. Go back.
Hold on, rewind that. You might need to rewind that for the people one more time.
Wait, go back.
Did Brian hear that? Brian, are you there, bro? Did you hear that? I got called out.
Yeah,
Go back.
Robert Meyer Burnett won't even come on my show. He didn't respond to my last DM.
Does he even know who you are?
So he knows.
Yeah. I think he
Yeah,
knows. Like,
one more time.
all right. Here we go.
everybody, shh.
is that it's really great. Is that Muschietti made a great movie. So that's the key piece.
Yeah, and the thing is, people have to remember, like we as fans have to remember, the general public is not us. They're not obsessing over every detail of these movies coming out. They're not reading Mikey Sutton's column about every rumor that comes out, and they're not following.
Isn't that what
all
I
of the
be saying though all the
websites
time,
like
Max?
we do.
Yeah.
And they don't know. So a lot of this drama, and people just want to go to movies and like them. But I'll say something, John. I wouldn't count this movie out yet because you talk about Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw made $750 million.
Yes.
Dwayne Johnson has playability.
Yeah.
And while Wakanda Forever is a behemoth that's going to drop like a Warner Brothers
in
anvil,
the same genre.
in the same genre. So I can understand that could, but you know what? It was number one in a lot of countries. Halloween is a soft weekend
It is,
domestically
yep.
for film. So I think that this movie has a lot of life left in it.
Okay.
And as we talked about, you know, if it does around what Shazam did, or even more than what Shazam did, you can't expect more because this is an unknown character for people. You know, if this were Captain America, the Winter Soldier, or Civil War, and it was doing this business, I think it would be considered a flop. But this is a new character, it's newly introduced, and there's still gas in the tank, and we'll see where it winds up. But we talked about if it makes $400 or $500 million. I mean, that looks tough. I'm not going to lie, it looks like it's not going to get there right away. But if it plays out, maybe it will.
Here's hoping, because one of the things that's working against it right now is the fact that I don't know that it doesn't have that X factor that everybody seems to be running out of the theater and telling all their friends, you got to go see Black Adam, or a huge amount of rewatchability. Now, I am telling people to go watch Black Adam, and I have seen it multiple times, but I think I'm in the minority here. So unlike, say, a Top Gun Maverick, which had like that wave of word of mouth that just kept it chugging and chugging and chugging and chugging, I don't know that Black Adam does. So it'll be interesting. It's got 200 million to go.
I think you're right. I think what Black Adam is missing is like when you go see Top Gun Maverick, it transcends what the audience expected it to be. It is surprisingly emotional, which you wouldn't have thought.
Yeah.
It has romance that you might not have thought. It has.
Look at this. Rhea thinks I'm like 69%. Why'd you pick 69%?
Very specific.
69% sure that Degrassi is R&B undercover. Maybe.
Okay.
All right.
Great secondary
I think that's all we need. We don't need to watch the whole video. Anyone agree with Robert Meyer Burnett's thoughts there?
I 100% agree.
Right.
Yes.
He's been saying what I've been saying for the last I don't know how long. And y'all tell me that I'm crazy when I say shit like that, but Robert Meyer Burnett say it all of a sudden, everybody's on board.
Yeah.
When did I say you're crazy?
I mean, I still think
Every other week, when I say some shit like, "Oh, the general audience doesn't give a fuck about this shit," and you're like, "Oh, yes, they do." I'm like, no, they don't. They don't give a fuck what Mikey Sutton and them say.
No, that not about scoops.
And being obsessive as we are, they don't pay attention to this shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can guarantee you.
But they don't want confusion, I don't think.
They're not confused. They just want to go see a superhero movie.
Well,
they don't give a shit.
They don't even know like what the term Snyderverse is.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should do an experiment. We walk around a city and ask, "Do you think the Snyderverse should be restored?" To see how many people say what.
H-Barts, I know. I have to send your package this week.
But fucks the Snyderverse is what they would say.
Yeah, exactly. Or ask who Mikey Sutton.
Brian, did you hear Robert Meyer Burnett calling out people that cling to Mikey Geekosity articles?
Mm-hmm. Like Mad Max the Mandalorian.
Oh.
We should make that an MME segment. Someone goes around the city and asks, "Do you know what do you think of this Grace Randolph scoop?" And see how many people say, "Who's Grace Randolph?"
Speaking of Grace.
Oh God.
All right.
Well, her coverage on DC has been so awful the last year.
It's always been awful.
Extremely awful.
No, because when she was promoting Snyder, you guys were kissing her ass.
What are you trying to say?
I was not kissing her ass there either.
I'm just saying, you guys only like her when she says what when she says what you want to hear.
I would never kiss her ass.
Oh, am I calling you out for that? I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys are fair weather Grace fans. Like when Grace gives bad news, you guys are like, "Fuck Grace."
No, I lost.
I never like.
I could care less.
I said her voice is annoying.
Matt's care about Grace, which is crazy.
Hold on. I lost respect for Grace Randolph when she made that stupid Pedro Pascal scoop. It had nothing to do with DC.
Yeah, it's more. I lost respect for Grace when her scoops are so horrible, and she doesn't take the L. And then also when she attacks people in the industry like Jessica Chastain and Henry Cavill. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why.
I give two shits if
her
she
weird
agrees with my opinion or
obsession.
not.
Yes,
and then the horrible.
You guys are backtracking so
No,
hard.
no,
right now,
no,
but that's
no,
okay.
no,
That's okay. No. It is immortalized on your channel, Max. Don't you know?
When have I ever said anything good about her?
Did I say
Brian?
DL?
I never.
You guys.
Brian, and then when she was saying some horrible shit about James Gunn too, about him.
Okay, but you guys were still all about it until she started saying stuff that you didn't
You
like
guys?
to hear.
About
Are we all
talent,
doing that?
yes. Yeah.
About
everything.
Scoops about Pedro Pascal.
The Pedro Pascal, I just laughed off. As long as she's not,
We did
I don't
that
care if she
scoop
gets
on this show, man.
I don't care if she gets a scoop wrong. It's when she starts doing the stupid talking points like this is a Mary Sue. Why aren't these characters in a gay relationship and stuff? I'm like, okay.
Here's the dumb thing she did: arguing with the Birds of Prey director over dick pics.
Yeah.
Like what? Like on Twitter? Like what the hell?
That was dumb.
That was like.
All right, let's see what Grace has to say about James Gunn DC Studios.
Look, she's got that like
top 5 suggestions. I
Show
am
me
interested.
my ass. Go back and watch the videos. Oh
And
my God.
I will be absolved of all these false
I
accusations.
feel like I'm the dude from 1984. Am I the only one that remembers what happened 2 days ago? Fuck.
No, I'm there with you, Brian. I'm there with you. Max is a fair weather Grace fan. I 100% agree.
Bullshit. I just couldn't stand by the bullshit anymore.
I mean, you're just not a fan
because he
anymore.
disagreed.
To Grace.
Also, Grace blocked him.
Yeah.
We're piggybacking off of Grace's content.
Thank you, CJH. What are you doing to me?
Because if she was saying something bad about Gina Carano, you guys would be like, yeah, she's horrible.
No,
no.
I said she shouldn't have said that about she acted like the Gina Carano stuff was fact. I didn't like the way she covered the Gina Carano thing. I covered that on MME.
So you do remember?
No, but you're saying that I wouldn't criticize her there because I don't like.
Well, I'm
I
not
like
saying
Gina
that you
Carano.
did. I'm just saying, like, when Grace says what you want to hear, you guys are like, yeah, Grace, woo! And then when Grace hasn't been saying what you want to hear, you guys are just like, man, fuck Grace, man.
I think you mean Max.
Speaking of Grace, did you see Isaac?
Yeah.
He literally said, "Block me, bitch."
I just want to establish to the people I never gave a shit about what Grace thought, like whether
Me
she
too.
agreed or not.
Yo, Isaac's asking Grace to block him.
Blue Jay
Give
$1.99.
her like 2 hours, she'll block you.
Max.
No, he did
all
last night.
you have to say, Isaac, is maybe Max the Mandalorian was right about Grace hating white women, and then she'll block you in a second. Blue Jay $1.99.
He's gonna do it.
Witch with the beat.
Max, do you have a Grace shrine? No, absolutely not. The only thing that's a shrine is like at the beginning of my intro where she says, "Movie Madness and Entertainment, welcome," and she'll never say that shit again.
I'm gonna ask her to unblock you. I'll send a really vague message and be like, "Hi, Grace, can you unblock Mad Max?"
Mhm.
And then you get blocked.
Yeah, I'm gonna get blocked.
I don't even care about being unblocked anymore, or I don't care. All right, let's see what
Yeah,
she
you
has to
do.
say. This is actually her shortest video, 10 minutes. It's because it's about James Gunn.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
just to be
shit.
clear, I still
Holy.
feel
You gotta prepare your ears every time.
Just to be clear, I still feel that the path forward for DC competing with Marvel is not to try to be another Marvel, but to run in the other direction with more real-world, sophisticated, highbrow content. Which,
Why
with the
wouldn't you
exception
want
of
to be like
Aquaman-
Marvel?
Highbrow
They've
content.
been
What fucking
successful.
highbrow content has DC put out?
Sophisticated?
Well, she does
What do you think this
the
is?
example. The Joker,
The
Batman,
Joker's not
Batman.
highbrow, Max. Do you even know what highbrow is? Because
I'm saying that's the example she's giving.
she's full of shit.
She's
She-
saying
she
this is
likes
more
Wonder Woman
sophisticated.
1984.
This
It's
is more
not sophisticated.
Well, she's saying it is.
She can say whatever the fuck she wants. She's wrong.
Yeah,
Well,
I wonder why those movies did
more
well in
real,
DC.
more real
Could it
world,
be that
more
they're quality movies?
Real world,
my God,
realistic
thank
is
you.
not the same as highbrow and sophisticated.
sophisticated, like crime drama, like the Christopher Nolan Dark Knight trilogy is what she's suggesting. I don't
What's
know.
her definition? Wonder Woman 1984?
That it surpasses
that
just
movie.
comic book movies. I think some of these that she gave this scenario, they surpass just comic book movies and are a high standard within their genre. Besides comic book movies too. Like a detective story, like the Batman with the Riddlers, like a detective story. It's not just the Batman movie.
Wait,
And
why
I
is
can
Aquaman under MCU?
It's not under MCU. It's saying this is more like what the MCU
Oh,
is.
because there's no room. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
is where they have indeed excelled. I feel Warner Brothers as a whole should be the antithesis of Disney, to create a yin yang of awesomeness for us viewers. That's why I think House of the Dragon is such a perfect Warner Brothers property.
Yeah.
But anyway, Warner Brothers, even the new
Yeah,
guard,
it had
does not
more-
seem to agree with me. They
What's that, Anthony?
Already got Game of Thrones. That's the reason why House of Dragon was successful enough.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
it's a
the
successful franchise too.
RJ that can't speak yet, but RJ might be coming back. She's basically saying they should try and tell more adult, sophisticated stories.
I know what she's saying, but the example she's using
But
is
you
incorrect.
disagree. You disagree that well, that's subjective. You disagree that
Well,
they
what
are
does highbrow
more-
mean, Max? What is the definition of highbrow?
more complex adult stories. You know,
Highbrow
sophisticated.
is an adjective. It means scholarly or rarefied in taste. As a noun, highbrow. She's considered all those without television as highbrow, intellectual snobs or paupers.
Okay.
So that's what it means, Max. Is Wonder Woman 84 highbrow? Is it rarefied?
It's terrible.
Is it somehow scholarly?
No.
Now you want to tell me what sophisticated means? Or can we just agree that she's wrong?
Damn, Tony. Shit. You're being aggressive tonight. Okay. All right. I got what she meant. Okay. I got what she meant. What she was trying to mean. Maybe she was incorrect. I get what she was trying to say. But yeah, okay. Go. You win. You win.
Poor choice of words. People need to read the dictionary. All right.
Yes, poor choice of words. But I got the
words
vibe
have meaning.
Yes, they do. They do.
Not in America anymore.
All right. So let's get to also H Barts with the $5 super chat. Mad Max Beyond Geekosity Dome. All right. Yes, thank you, H Barts. Wonder Woman 84 is garbage. Yes. Oh wow, this is what RJ's saying. There's better things to shit on Grace for.
I don't want to shit on Grace. That's not my fetish.
Oh wow. Okay, let's see what she has to say.
Feel they should be another Marvel. And I certainly understand copying Marvel from a business perspective, but they feel creatively they should be copying them as well. So you play the hand you're dealt. So let's embrace our new reality. So yes, it's official. Today, James Gunn and Peter Safran officially
And you're never getting that interview.
became the heads of the newly formed DC Studios for Warner Brothers Discovery. To mark the occasion, I'm going to discuss what I'm hearing Gunn's potential plans are. And my
Now she has a scoop. She is so far without the Gunn. Gunn doesn't want anything to do with her. How does she suddenly have a Gunn source right on November 1st? I call bullshit on that right away. Gunn does not like her.
It's typical Grace.
He's publicly throwing shade on her. Now all of a sudden she has a Gunn source. Go ahead, Brian.
I'm just gonna respond to figure drawing. Recently, dude. Recently. Go back to a time where Max fawned over Grace, my guy. Where if anybody had a differing opinion about Grace, Max would be the first person to shut the panelists
Oh
down.
yeah, I remember a year ago. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Not even a year ago, 6 months
2
ago.
years ago.
And it soured more since he got banned. So I guess, yes, there is a certain degree of me trolling Max at this one, but I do have a point. Okay, I'm not being an asshole. I'm just
We're
saying.
just having fun, everyone.
Okay, so I don't understand what's going on here, dude.
Well, H Bart's member milestone for 15 months.
God damn.
Thank you,
That's a
H
long
Bart's. I
time.
really appreciate that. I'd buy that for $1. I appreciate the membership there. Nicotina, member for 10 months. Yeah, I'd buy that for $1. Nicotina. Yeah, I want to come on your show soon, Nicotina. I miss it over there. I'm gonna have some more time shortly. So I appreciate those member milestones. And yes, make sure to let me know in the chat if there is a member milestone. I appreciate that, H-Boards, because it does not show in StreamYard. All right, I've been a little inconsistent with Grace, but now I'm criticizing her like I rightly should. Okay, here we go.
Thoughts on what both he and Safran can do to get things off to a good start. As always, I'd love to hear your own thoughts and suggestions down below. I know that a lot of you are like, why is there always so much negativity in the DC space? I don't know. Why is there? And I hope
Is she being sarcastic?
No, yeah, she is. Well, I think she
I thought
adds to some of it. I do you still feel the negativity in the DC space based on the decisions? I know within the fandom, but with the decisions being made, are you still anyone have any criticisms of decisions that are being made besides the Batgirl cancellation? I know most people disagree with that one, but these moves with Gunn, I think they're being aggressive. I think that's what they have to do. I'm very happy with decisions being made so far.
I mean, in the past, yes, but now I'm happy
well.
to new people at Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Brian, based on what we've been covering movie talk since the merger, I mean, have you been happy with the decisions? It feels like they're starting to do something.
Well, I've gotten to the point where, and we're cool, dude. But no, I've gotten to the point where I just don't care anymore. Like I'm just kind of like, okay, just make a movie already, please. Like,
Yeah,
like the meme where the stick to do something. Like
right.
I don't care, man. Fire everybody. Fucking don't fire everybody. Just make a movie. I don't care.
Just give us some good content.
Seriously, man.
Make
Give me
Peacemaker
Peacemaker
2.
season 2. All
Yes.
right. Thank you. At least it's something, dude. I just rewatched it. Fantastic show. Okay.
I need to rewatch it again.
You know, the prudes that did not like that show can eat a beach full of dicks.
Isaac, are you really promoting Grace's channel?
Yes. George, Anthony, DL, I mean, how have you been on the decisions being made since the merger?
I mean, well, you want to go ahead? Go ahead.
Oh no, I'll let you go first because I got to think about what I want to say.
Okay. I mean, for the most part, I don't really have a problem with what decisions they made, and like after the Batgirl decision, it tells me that okay, they mean business. They actually want to put things in order, you know. So it's like I don't really have a problem. The only thing I'm kind of skeptical about is the decisions they made to the Green Lantern show. Like that's
Okay.
the one thing I'm like, I don't know where you're going with this. Are we still doing movies, or like what's going on right now? But you know, that's the only thing I'm like trepidatious about. But I don't really have a problem with what they're doing now. And James Gunn, of course, James Gunn is like, you know, I just hope that you know his style doesn't bleed into other things that doesn't fit. So that's the only thing I'm skeptical about. But for the most part,
Blue Jays,
I'm fine with it.
Blue Jay says for the most part, Zaslav is a terrible CEO. Anyone agree with him? And then George, you go.
I mean, Bob Chapek bad? Well, he hasn't been here that long for us to see that. So
You know what's a good thing about James Gunn being CEO is?
What?
We will finally get comic book accurate costumes.
Bro, they've been doing comic
Maybe.
book accurate. What?
Yeah.
They've been doing comic book accurate.
Yeah, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
And not just that, we will get characters that are usually not, you know, interesting or like.
I mean, that's James Gunn, typical James Gunn. We've been doing for the last 6 years. He like doing introducing.
Like we might get
characters
Mr. Mixaplex.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
I don't care.
I don't
Or
know.
Calendar Man.
Our
About
Man?
that in live action.
Our Man, yeah. We could get
Our
Our
Man.
Man.
You
If
could
we
do
get
Remember that was like the
Plastic
Big
Man?
Colada burger?
Elastic Man, yeah.
Plastic Man? Yeah.
James Gunn could do it.
Tony, did you have anything to add about Zaslav? What you feel covering this or watching or being involved in movie talk about his decisions since he took over?
Yeah, that's
Is he
even
responsible
more
for James
comic.
Gunn and Peter Safran
accurate.
being in charge?
Yes.
Then he's a fucking great.
Then he's a what?
He's
got cut
fucking
off.
great.
Yeah, okay.
I will
Yeah.
say-
No,
I will
listen,
say-
even if you're not if you're not a huge fan of James Gunn, having a creative in charge, an executive position that has that relationship and that experience is a plus for me.
At least they took a freaking decision, made a decision.
Yeah.
They shot
made a
whilst being
decision.
on the pot. So it's
Well,
like,
watch. In 4 years, you guys are gonna be like, "Oh my god, David Zaslav was so fucking
Awful.
great. He
Oh, I
put
can't
fucking
wait.
James Gunn and Safran in DCEU, whatever the fuck you want to call it,
DCU.
DCUs. It's
Oh
kicking
my God,
ass.
it's
I
not
mean,
Disney.
I love it.
Blah, blah, blah.
I want him to succeed. Absolutely. I want to be saying
No, I'm
that.
not saying you want it. I'm saying he's going to, and you
Okay.
guys are going to be
No,
like,
I'm giving
"Oh
it-
man, we should have had faith." We
No,
should've
I'm
listened to Tony.
I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. The only decision that I wasn't happy about was with Batgirl.
It had
but
to
I
be
understand-
made.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
So when
That's the way-
Zaslav greenlit Justice League 2 with Zack Snyder, what are you gonna
That's
say?
not happening.
That ain't.
I know, but what if?
There's no what if. It's not happening.
Well,
why
in
If
an
it happens,
alternate
then I'll be
reality.
happy. If it happens, then I'll be happy.
Listen, if it happens, it will be a masterpiece thing. If it happens, if it doesn't,
But
doesn't.
will you
We're
be
gonna-
praising Zaslav?
Well, you praising James Gunn.
If it happens,
praising
Tony, will you
both.
say that? Will you like you get a second guess?
If it's
Zaslav?
good, I'll praise Zaslav.
Okay.
If it's a
But
shitty
it-
movie, I'll be like, "That was a dumb decision."
No, based
I
on what
mean,
you know about the success or lack of success of it, in your opinion, do you think it would be good as for Zaslav to greenlight something like that?
No, and that's why he's not going to do it.
Okay.
In the future,
I
he
will
could do
say-
Justice League
I will
too,
praise
and then,
Zaslav if he makes
Outside
good
of the
movies.
Batgirl decision, I actually think the DC decisions have actually been very good.
Yeah,
And
for
I'm not
sure.
just talking about the DCU, you know, holding on to Matt Reeves and now this whole James Gunn thing. It's like these are
Canceling the
just-
CNN app. Whew. That was a good decision.
and yeah, no more trashy CW shows.
Thank God.
All right. Well, let's see what else Grace
Well,
has
he
to
doesn't
say, 'cause
make the decisions
She's
of a
dropping.
CW show.
She's spilling the tea right away.
It would be wonderful if James Gunn and Peter Safran could get around that, could stop that. And I do feel that several of the suggestions I have here would help them work towards that. I'd love to know what you think they could do to combat the negativity.
See, the problem with her is she comes up with suggestions and she gets mad when they don't do it. She gets salty. That's what she, like she did in the past.
She wants her
She's
way.
she got mad at Henry Cavill. You weren't that great as Superman to begin with. You should have taken the deal at Marvel, and you haven't proved that they were actually courting him for a Marvel project.
I think she takes it out on people when her scoops don't come true,
or when her suggestions, when people don't listen to her. Yeah. Okay.
It's like we're gonna victim shame.
So,
yeah.
as some of you noticed, Viola Davis was one of the people in James Gunn's circle who was particularly enthusiastic about the news that he got the DC gig. And I've discovered she is excited with good reason. So
Hey, you know what? I thought of something that'd be fun, everyone. Brian, let me know if you're. Let's do a James Gunn celebration stream and we'll rewatch.
PG porno?
Suicide Squad watch party. For Gunn. Gunning for Gunn.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I was afraid you were gonna have us watch the Scooby-Doo movies again. I'm like,
I actually want to watch.
I would love to watch.
I've never
Wait,
seen the
you've
Scooby-Doo.
never seen them?
No.
Max, you
I
are
gotta
denying
get on
yourself
that.
of culture.
I've
Get
never
on that.
seen the James Gunn Scooby-Doo movies.
Okay, watch
They are
party
so
if I can find
2000s.
it.
Like you gotta
And
watch
who,
them.
who plays Velma in that one?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Linda
No.
Carter.
That's Daphne.
Oh, that's Stephanie.
No,
Linda Cardellini.
it's Linda Cardellini's Velma.
I know.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I kind of got a little celebrity crush there.
Jinkies.
Yes. Blue Jay $1.99. I want to know the origin of how loud Grace is.
You think
Me
she's
too.
always that loud, Max?
Yes.
Like behind closed doors? You think the neighbors know?
I think her parents are.
What are you
loud,
trying to
that's why.
suggest there? Yeah.
So
She's a
all I
screamer.
gotta do is
You think there's a
buy
Mr.
Whoa,
Randolph?
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Is there a Mr. Randolph?
Mr. Randolph.
All I
Well,
gotta do
well.
is buy
Listen,
Scooby-Doo, and
the
we'll
va-
do the watch party.
So
The Velma cosplays out there. Whoo! Fire. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to know who's the lucky man, but that's what's great.
Scoobity Doobity. Finish the video. RJ wants to watch Scooby Doo. Yeah. Okay.
Yo, we should do a Scooby-Doo 2002.
Let's
watch
have a
party.
Gun celebration
Okay.
stream.
I'll do it on my channel.
Yeah, CGA.
You might want to rephrase that, Max.
What did I say?
No. I'm glad with a gun appreciation stream.
A gun appreciation stream, huh?
Oh, and 2 ends. Yeah.
You're gonna put the James in front of that first too.
Gunning
Crash
for
off.
Gun.
And
Crash off my
demonetized.
gun.
Okay.
And it's gone.
I'll be like Ryan Kinnell.
Demonetized.
America.
I've been doing good, except where is Caden, by the way? I haven't been wanting to watch them at all lately. I've just been so happy with scoops and movie news, and I'm just a happy dude doing my reactions. All right, let's see.
Turns out that Gunn has been interested in telling an overarching story that would spread out amongst several projects, where Amanda
Good.
Waller would
Yes.
be, I'm hearing, on trial
Yes.
for creating the Suicide Squad.
Ooh.
I mean,
That's-
it's kind of obviously after Peacemaker.
But what do you think of that? Amanda Waller have to go on trial for what she's doing with the Suicide Squad and
Is that going to be
face
a show or a movie?
No, she says overarching throughout multiple stories that it's going to be dealt with.
Overarching.
Is she going to be the Nick Fury?
I like her better than Nick Fury, honestly.
I'm more scared of her.
Yeah, I'm scared of her. Yeah, I don't always know what she's going to do next. I don't, Okay.
And she would therefore be working behind the scenes to get rid of any potential witnesses who could testify against her in court. Ripped from the headlines of today. And of course, she would not only have to get rid of Suicide Squad members, but also government officials.
Ooh, she actually tries to sabotage Suicide Squad members. Ooh.
Bax, you always pause it when she's making.
What
these
if they do?
faces.
What if they do Suicide Squad 2, where Waller's trying to set them up to fail?
Suicide Squad or the Suicide Squad?
The Suicide Squad 2.
Miko
or
said
Suicide
both.
Squad 3.
They're both the same continuity.
No Miko tonight. No Miko. Sorry.
Oh, Lord.
Wouldn't that be? Wouldn't that be interesting? Knowing the Suicide. Brian, what do you think of that? Of Waller trying to take people out that could cause her issues.
Hashtag Max was right.
Yeah.
Why
The
not?
Wallerverse. The Wallerverse. I was right. Yes,
You're right.
I did call that. Yes, I am. I am right. Thank you.
I mean, he does have she does have the secret base in Black Adam.
Yes,
in the water,
Literally
so-
the only thing that has continuity in whatever
Is
we want to
Waller.
call DC.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Amanda Waller. She's pretty much
That's
the
it.
Nick Fury, which is good.
And Viola Davis. That's the great anchor too.
Mm-hmm.
A great anchor to connect all this stuff.
Official. So it would be a pretty incredible conspiracy situation. Now, originally, this was going to be in James Gunn's corner of DC with Peacemaker, the Suicide Squad extension of that, and the Secret Six were going to be brought in, I believe, working for Waller, which is weird because the
Secret
Suicide
Six.
Squad is supposed to be bad guys. So I guess we're dealing with varying degrees of bad guys. But it would have been on a smaller scale. However, now that James Gunn runs all of DC, he could potentially bring in the Justice League as well. You can just see it. The trial of Amanda Waller, right? With her fighting to maintain her legitimacy. Maybe perhaps especially as her career is taking off.
I
And
know,
then-
like I can't get too excited because this is.
What was I saying earlier? What was I saying earlier?
You sucking on Grace again,
Is Max proving my point again?
No, I'm saying this sounds amazing. I think it sounds well thought out and amazing. Of course, take this with a grain of salt because she's saying sources, but this seems on the probability. This seems legit. Does not sound like bullshit. It sounds legit.
Why does it sound legit?
Because what, Brian?
Because it's what Max wants to hear.
No, it's because the seeds have already been planted for
The
this.
seeds have been planted for a Secret Six? When did that happen?
Seeds have been planted for Waller being this invested in with all the DCU.
Well, where did that happen?
When she was in the first Suicide Squad. She was in the Suicide Squad. She's in Peacemaker. She is in Black Adam. She's the fall through line for everything.
Oh, so
yes.
so the Suicide Squad, which is always connected with Waller.
Waller
And
is already
and Peacemaker, who came from the Suicide Squad movie. So it's basically all
She's
the characters
basically
that she's
Black
already
Adam.
connected
She was connecting everything. She was in the end credit sequence.
Thanks, Max. I needed a good laugh. Oh
Yes.
man. Woo.
Why are you sucking on
She's
Grace so
still-
much?
I'm not sucking on anything. No, I
his hands like, ooh, goody.
I said if this makes sense with what's already there, you could see it. That's why I liked Black Adam's.
No, I'm
Why
not talking about the content of what you're saying.
why
I'm
did
talking about the heel turn you just did, dude.
No. Grace is still full of shit in most situations.
Except for it's what I want to hear.
Unless you're talking about the continuity of the Wallerverse. And the wall, it's there. The seeds are there. Okay.
Bro, her daughter exposed her. She needs help. Of course, yeah. Like what RJ said, her daughter exposed her at the end of
Wait,
Peacemaker. She
whose
needs help.
daughter?
I don't know the finale yet. Thank you.
You didn't watch Peacemaker.
No, I
Not the
didn't.
last episode.
I didn't watch
This is-
the Suicide Squad either.
This is 1080p. You have to pay for 4K on YouTube in the future. This is 1080p. Okay. All right. Let's see what else she has to. Now, this first scenario, I think, is highly likely. Of course, it still might not happen, but the seeds are there.
But we don't know the Secret Six is coming.
Yeah. Let's
there's
see what
rumors
other.
that he's doing a project
Let's see what
about
other
it.
bullshit she spills.
Suddenly, this old thing, bubbles to the top. I think it's actually an excellent idea. And while I wonder if
I
James
agree,
Gunn
Grace.
can pull it off, I do think there were shades of this
Is
kind
this
of
a Grace redemption arc? No, I'm just kidding. She doesn't have one.
sophisticated
She's beyond
political
redemption.
commentary mixed with action in the Rick Flag Peacemaker fight in the Suicide Squad. One of the best,
Ooh,
if
what
not
if-
not the best
No, oh.
moments in that film. And might be the most sophisticated thing that James Gunn has ever done. And the fact that he pulled it off makes me feel that maybe he could pull this off. I do think it's funny, by the way, that his idea for his big DC crossover is exactly what Dwayne Johnson wanted to do. He's like, I wanted to bring all the teams together. But to be frank, I would rather see all the teams revolve around Waller as a real world Thanos. Isn't that incredible? As
What?
a commentary on politics today.
What?
Grace.
What the fuck is she talking about?
Now you lost me.
Yeah.
She's
She's
human.
smoking something.
What?
She's sniffing something.
Like Thanos?
The real world Thanos.
I
She
don't
wants
get
it-
what
She
the-
wants Waller to be Trump. Just say it. Just say it.
Yeah.
Oh
Also,
my
she's single, Max. Just so you know.
That's all right. I'm not.
There is
I'm
no
not.
Mr. Randolph.
Good.
Oh.
I mean, I don't care.
Oh man.
She should be banned from New York City. I don't know how she's not banned. So, you know.
God damn.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
I ever
there was
see
a-
her, I'm gonna ask her like, can you unban Max?
No,
She
don't
probably
worry about
lives.
it.
She
She'll probably call
probably
the cops
lives.
on me.
She
No.
probably lives like 15 minutes away from me. But like, no.
No, but
like over an hour from
I
me.
can still be critical of her. Look, like, what the hell is she talking about? Real world Thanos? That's so stupid. She collecting stones? What the hell? What? Well, it doesn't make any sense. Does she want to snap out the half the Earth existence? I don't know what the hell she
They'll
means.
make
by
her the
that.
new Lex Luthor.
That was dumb. Okay.
I think that would be amazing. Then, just all around, Dwayne Johnson's DC wrestling extravaganza.
Okay.
As you might recall, speaking of the Black Adam movie, even though her scenes were brief and far and few between, I thought she was the highlight of the Black Adam movie. And I would love for Viola Davis, especially after The Woman King. I mean, wow. She is just such a talented actress and so fantastic.
I didn't see the woman. I'm
She
gonna wait.
always been talented, Grace. You haven't seen her past movies?
So tough. She's really tough. She was such a believable military general in that movie that to see her get to play a big bad on such a big scale would be really fantastic. Not only would it be entertaining, but it would be such a nice thing for Viola Davis. Now, obviously, Gunn could change his mind, especially since he now has so many more toys to play with. But again, I really like this idea. And one of the things I like about it the most is that it feels like a comic book crossover event. I can see the comic book covers. The trial of Amanda Waller. I just think it's fantastic. I mean, I heard it would be a trial. I'm the one calling it the trial of Amanda Waller, but I think it's really awesome. We'll see if that's what he decides to do, because I've been hearing that's what he's been mulling over. Now, what do we think he should do? What do we want him to do? Well, this is what
This is where it's going to head off a cliff. What she thinks, because that's what she's saying her sources suggested.
Boy.
Yeah, so let's hear where it goes off a cliff now.
feel would be the best first steps for the newly formed DC studios. Number one, settle this freaking Henry Cavill Ben Affleck situation once and for all. Enough guessing, enough conspiracy theories.
Oh, I actually agree with her. I actually agree with her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So far, so good.
Enough of this.
Yeah.
Will they? Won't they? Just do it.
It's about time. Shit or get off the pot. Let's go.
Bring back Henry.
Oh, so we all agree with Grace. Here, Erica.
Sick of arguing about it because Warner Brothers just lets us argue about it. Let's just have them
Yes,
decide.
facts.
Or,
Grace.
interact
Preach.
so we can
Preach.
all move forward from there. I think the indecision is a
Wow,
real.
this is the beginning of Brian becoming a Grace simp.
I've always. I'm
just
kidding.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
But a fan, I don't care. I mean, you make me watch her all the time, so it's like you kind of
when she says
used
something.
to it, and it kind of pisses me off that I have to defend her against you guys, like I had to do tonight.
What?
And it comes across as me looking like I'm some kind of simpy dude.
Well,
Everyone,
all right.
You didn't disagree with Grace?
Well, someone called her an idiot, and I agree with George.
I called her dumb as rocks.
Yeah.
And I
That's
called you
fair.
misogynist.
That's not a
Yeah.
misogynist comment.
No, I know that.
Listen. Oh
And then I left the stream and called you guys pigs.
Yes. Okay. Well, this is actually she's doing good so far. This is one of her better videos.
All right. Let's get to number 2.
Problem, and it is creating even more tension in the DC fandom. Completely unnecessary tension.
Yes.
Pick your Batman and Superman, and let's go.
Yes.
Number 2, a number of people, including myself, are worried about DC's female characters under James Gunn's watch.
No, bullshit.
God,
Bullshit.
here we go.
No, this is her with her bullshit narrative that Gunn. She also said, should James Gunn have cast his girlfriend / wife in the post Me Too era, suggesting that it's not a good idea? Shut the hell up. don't make these accusations until there's something there. You're talking about the Wallerverse. James Gunn really let Viola Davis shine in all of these projects, including Harcourt and Amanda Waller's daughter and Ratcatcher. All these great female characters and Harley Quinn. So this is absolute bullshit.
About women.
This is all absolutely bullshit that she suggests that James Gunn can't direct women. And this is where the usual suspects get their ammo from bullshit like this. Like throwing
now
this
we know
out
why
there.
she was fired from Marvel.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's see what she says. This is where she loses me. Her constant attacks on Gunn because he threw shade at you.
And announcing a Gotham City Sirens movie ain't gonna make us feel a lot better, especially if Gunn is directing or someone similar to Gunn. I mean, let's see it. Let's see if they announce a Gotham City Sirens movie. I'm very happy as I'm a fan of that team. But I think something that would be really fantastic would be to announce Wonder Woman 3 with a new director. Sorry, Patty Jenkins. I mean, she just effed up so bad on the last one. I think we should just get some.
Yeah, she really graced it up.
So she no longer likes Wonder Woman 1984?
Did she like it before? Oh, yeah, she was crying in her review.
For it. Like,
that's right. She was crying in her review. Uh-oh, Brian.
Damn.
You look satisfied, Brian. Like, what the hell? Did you freeze up? I don't know.
Back, chilling.
Jade. Hey, Jade, how's it going? I wasn't say she is actually good, though. It wasn't say, okay. Much. All right. Hans was Fandom Menace before there was a Fandom Menace. All right. Let's get to more of this.
So was I, Hans. So was
who can
I.
Return the character to the glory of her first movie, which would be welcome news indeed. So I'm talking a director whose tone and style is a complete 180 from James Gunn. Someone you would think James Gunn never even talked to before. That's who I'm thinking of. And I would respect him for crossing that line and reaching across the aisle to such a different creative voice.
The aisle?
Someone who can deliver the warrior princess.
She always has some political stuff in there, yes. She's a big SJW, for sure. I'm not against that, but when you're saying nonsense sometimes.
With a conscience and a heart that really sparked audiences' interest in the first place. Also, if you can figure out a way to fix the Steve Trevor situation, I think we'd also be very grateful.
Yes.
Because I think it cannot be overestimated how important Chris Pine was to the success of that first film.
Yeah, Chris Pine was awesome. And we got a super sticker. Thank you, Jeffrey Miller, for the 99-cent super sticker. We really appreciate it, supporting the channel, the panel, and the vids. Thank you. Blue Jays board. Okay, let's get to the end here.
Then number 3, on that note, James Gunn needs to show that he will bring different voices to his DC stories in terms of behind-the-camera talent, and that every project won't be an extension of him.
Yes.
I think we'd all breathe a sigh of relief.
I think that's a fair criticism.
That is true. Yeah, for sure.
Concern. I do also want to see. I think James Gunn has what it has it, but if he does something that's very, he has a very strong point of view for what he wants, to make sure that he lets the other creatives that take on the directing to do their own style too. We'll have to see. That's going to be a challenge for him. We know he could direct his own content. He has a vision, but how does he let people experiment within his vision, of the DCU? That is a strong. I agree with that point. Yeah.
Few high-profile directing writing deals, because we need to see that this isn't going to be the James Gunn show, that he's putting the brand first, not himself. Something that Jeff Johns never did, something that Dwayne Johnson wasn't doing. Gunn definitely has a strong creative voice, and he can certainly use it on his own projects, but now he's an executive more than anything else. And he needs to prove to fans that he cares more about DC overall than being front and center all the time. And that's a problem that'll fix itself, because fans will know who's making all these decisions, and he will get the credit without having to ask for it. Kevin Feige is relatively low profile at the end of the day, but he's on everyone's mind because they know he's in charge. So, you got to play it cool. Number 4, a unifying vision across all the verticals that use DC. I'm talking movies, TV, animation, and games. Right now, they all feel like separate spaces. Even in television, it's not even a single space there. It's fractured depending on what service the show airs on. And even in some cases, even there, it's not unified.
Well, I think that
Grace is so good at pointing out the obvious. All right.
I think some of that is resolving itself. No, you're right, Brian. But it's sort of solving itself with CW ending. Unfortunately, Stargirl's ending, and Titans in Doom Patrol, like they're only going to have a couple more seasons left as well.
No, see, Titans is definitely ending after next season.
I mean, I like Titans, but I think some of this is solving itself naturally.
You know who should be part of the Titans?
Oh God, who?
Cyborg.
Oh my God, here we go.
Well, Cyborg's part of Doom Patrol.
No.
Don't go to bed, RJ. Stay here for MME. Okay.
I might go to bed in a minute too.
So. Oh no. What's up?
Turn this up because I got work in the morning.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
This all needs to
we'll get to you right after. We'll watch the final 2 minutes and let DL speak then.
To feel like the same space. And I think Gunn has already started down that path with his cameo and Harley Quinn.
I didn't see that one. I didn't know.
Although I do wonder if some of these things were done just to make him seem like Mr. DC to Warner Brothers Discovery. And I would certainly feel that was a very valid strategy, which has paid off. So then also he had a nod to Harley Quinn's portrayal in the video games like Arkham and Injustice with her costume in the Suicide Squad, which he said was an intentional choice. And that was very clever. So he's already starting, I think, to unify them. And that leads to my final point, number 5, video games. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. I agree with Grace. Video games, yes.
Okay, what did she say?
So as we all know, video games are big business, huge fan base, bigger than movies. And DC has some excellent video games. And quite frankly, the gaming community is an excellent fit with not just James Gunn's sensibility, but with him just as a person. I think these two groups really click. And the games haven't gotten a lot of respect from the rest of DC, or even Hollywood for that matter, which is insane considering how successful they are. So if Gunn were to focus as much on the games as he does on the comics for source material, I think that would not only be big, but a lot of gamers would be forever grateful to him.
I don't know if I want the source material, but I think I think some crossover stuff into the games would be cool.
We need Injustice 3.
Like I don't want just an adaptation of Injustice or anything like that, or the Batman Arkham series, but some crossover stuff would be great.
Does Marvel have more games than DC?
No. I think DC's has more games recently.
Yeah,
but
DC has a little bit more games.
I'd like some movie skins and like the fighting games, or some crossover benefits there to promote the movie.
How
but
come Fortnite does a better job with some of the characters?
I don't know. Well, what's everyone's opinion there? Do you want to see direct adaptations of some of the game stories, or would you, my opinion, want to see some integration of cross promotion? But I don't want it to follow like I like having a separate story that's not exactly like the movies when I play Injustice or Arkham Asylum or the Arkham games.
It should be like Star Wars.
Everything connects.
Are they? Oh, you're saying having the video games connect to the movies?
She is saying that the source material might be
the games into the movies.
She's saying the source material from the games might even be better to adapt than the comics.
Certain ones, not all of them. Certain ones.
Mm-hmm.
I see where she's coming from with that.
I mean, they already did that with Injustice, and Injustice.
Like honestly, I wish the Gotham Knights game was a movie instead of a game. But
well, for one thing, that Justice League versus Suicide Squad game, if they had some direct references or maybe even some actor skins. From the Suicide Squad movie, that would make that game even more prolific and exciting.
Well, it's connected.
If they had a Margot Robbie Harley Quinn skin?
So you're telling me you would buy the game based on the skin?
No, I'm saying.
So then how would it be better?
It would make it even more exciting to give people those options, and to kind of do some.
So you want them to spend an additional $20,000 to get Margot Robbie to sign off on putting her likeness in the game.
Yeah.
For shits and giggles.
Yes.
If they put the Sam Raimi suits in the Spider-Man game, why can't they do that for this?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Sony already
that's
owns
the
it all.
point.
Warner Brothers
They're
owns-
making the games.
Warner Brothers owns the games they're making.
They owns them right. They own them right now. They were trying to sell
They
them
owns
off.
them.
They own. They owns them right now.
They
owns
own
them right now. But
No,
that might not be-
but Sony did the development for the Spider-Man games. They didn't just publish it. Warner Brothers is just publishing the games. They have a different developer.
Well, the Suicide Squad versus Justice League is connected to the Arkham universe, so Gotham Knights is a different
All right.
universe.
Well, let's finish this because we're almost done with Grace.
For taking that corner of DC seriously and giving it its due. I think that's a very strong path forward for him. So that's a snapshot of DC Studios at the very beginning. Is this the Big Bang? We'll see. We'll see what happens. 4-year contract. We'll see what happens. So share your thoughts down below. Subscribe today. And of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.
Okay.
No, thank you, Grace.
Good job, Grace. Excellent bid, Grace.
Oh boy.
That is true.
Oh my
Gotham Knights
God,
did
don't
have a
do it.
bunch of skins. Oh no.
I mean, okay, this
Are you
video-
gonna tell her to unblock you?
No.
Please unblock Max.
There you go.
I don't like this new update that YouTube did.
He didn't mean it.
Which update?
Wait, did you just like your own
On the
comment?
mobile app.
Absolutely. More people should like my content and my vids. If not everyone's going to do it, I'm going to do it myself. Thank God the ear torture is over. Brand says I use Batman Beyond Skin.
Oh yeah, and Gotham Knights. Yeah.
See,
you
I
can-
don't care.
I mean, Arkham Knight.
I'm
I
still
have a
subscribed.
question. Okay.
No.
So.
No. No.
Ben Affleck's
No.
Batman.
Oh boy, you know what's coming. Stop him, Max. Stop him.
You can't
Should
stop
we
it.
get a younger version of Ben Affleck's Batman with Batman in his prime?
How would you
What?
go about that,
How-
CJ?
No,
what?
because we got the Pattinson.
Like,
No, I mean, like, imagine him fighting Joker with
You saying a
Robin
prequel?
and all that stuff. Yeah, like a prequel to
How
Ben
was gonna
Affleck's
happen.
Batman.
How would you do that, CGH? How would you go about that?
And you have all the villains that, Batman usually
I don't
has.
have that much
How,
time.
how would you do that? Would you de-age Ben Affleck, or would you get an actor?
No,
that looks
you
like
get
Ben
a new actor.
Then why not just get a hold
That
of
kind of
Batman?
looks like Ben Affleck.
And why
but,
not
you
just
know.
reboot?
Oh
But
my
but you
lord.
would get an actor that kind of looks like Ben Affleck.
You mean like Robert Pattinson?
He doesn't look
Robert
like Ben
Pattinson does
Affleck.
not look like Ben
They
Affleck.
look like more of a Batman Beyond. Like he looked like a Terry McGinnis than.
And that
Ben
way you
Affleck.
can go. You can have Robin, and you can have like Joker before he looks like Jared Leto's Joker.
I think pretty sure that was gonna happen in Ben Affleck movie. Probably doing flashback scenes. What happened during those 20 years he was Batman. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I want to
Well-
see that. Like,
Well, ask Warner
and I want to
Brothers,
see
they
the
fumbled the bag.
supernatural aspect of Batman.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, let's.
Like, I want to
let's
see Clayface and Ra's al Ghul.
yeah. Well, let's get to some
Man
rapid fire
Bat.
topics. We have mailbag, and then DL. If anyone's heading out, if they want to say their piece before the 2-hour mark, DL says he has to get up for work. So, what's your thoughts on everything we discussed in a nutshell?
Ooh, well, there's a lot. Well, I pretty much agree. This time, surprisingly, I agreed with mostly everything Grace said, except for the women stuff, because
Yeah.
James Gunn has made really good female characters.
That's unfair, right? It's unfair.
Yeah, but like all the stuff she was saying, this is the stuff that I've
Okay,
been saying
Gamora's
for the
not
longest
cool.
time. Oh yeah, Gamora, hello. But Nebula, yep. But yeah, this stuff I've been saying for the longest time. This is what they need to do to establish a concrete, coherent DC Universe Studios, you have to establish. You gotta address is Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck are the Superman and Batman of this universe, especially Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is the one up in the air, as we said, because there's not really a concrete Batman in the DC universe right now, so they have to establish that. Dang, I forgot all the points she said already. The video games, they do need to step up on the video games because it's been dipping in quality as of late. Gotham Knights have been getting that great reviews, and that's
Give us a damn Superman game.
Get us 3 games that
we need a sequel to Superman 64.
You mean sequel to Superman Returns?
People keep telling me, including my pal Brian, that Superman Returns for the 360 is amazing.
It's amazing.
Didn't Batman?
Yeah, it's a tiny
video game. What was the last Arkham game called?
Knight.
Okay, Arkham Knight. Didn't that introduce Metropolis? Metropolis, yes.
Metropolis.
Yeah.
Metrocity.
Yeah, didn't that introduce that?
Did someone say Geekosity?
No.
Why on God's green earth? No.
Oh,
well,
Metrocity.
CJ, that universe is.
What's happening on Geekosity?
No.
Nothing.
Well, that universe is connected to the.
I said your mama would you believe me?
Okay, so Superman. Give us a Superman game that's set in the Arkham games.
Well, you get in that with Batman.
How could you do that, CJ?
Where you can play as Superman.
Well, you get in there with the Suicide Squad game.
It'd be a completely different gameplay to do Superman versus Batman. Why would you want to play Superman?
You don't
lurking
need
around.
Superman versus Batman. You just have Superman.
It's obviously
fighting his bad guys.
It's obviously not going to be the exact same mechanics. It's of course it's Superman doing
Superman just
flying in his own world.
He's just balls out, shows up everywhere, and handles fools. He doesn't need to sneak around like Batman.
Well,
you missed the
would
super
use the
chat.
same mechanic where you do Superman Returns,
Hold on,
where he
CJ.
has a weakness and all that stuff.
CJ, hold on, Max. You missed the super chat from H Parts.
Okay, is this for Isaac? Okay. Something in my ass. Is that what
I
you
can't
want me
believe
to?
you just read that. I can't believe you just read that.
Oh, there's something in my ass.
Somebody's
Oh, there you go.
Somebody's flipping that.
Next time I do that for Isaac's clip outs, it better be more than $2. Jesus Christ. Something in my ass. Hey, paying customer. I don't care.
Got to give the people what they pay
CJ,
for.
you get in that, but the Suicide Squad game is connected to the Arkham universe. You get in those superheroes.
But you're not going to play it though.
But you don't get to play as Superman.
Superman's lame
I
to
want
play
to play
as
as Superman.
But why
Superman
would you want to play if you're going against
Because
him?
he flies.
Well, okay. I'm talking about just. I think what he's talking about is make separate games for Superman and
Let's see
like.
how
hold on, CGH. Have you played DC Online?
No, I've played.
Well,
the
play
Arkham
that
games.
because you could fly like
You could
Superman.
make
and
a
shoot
character
lasers,
like Superman.
and you could be strong.
You're just not Superman.
You
And you could fight alongside Superman, and you can learn from Superman
wanted-
and be his
Great.
best friend.
While we play that, we get a new Superman game because we should.
Well, maybe after the Wonder Woman game.
With
is
like
over.
DC Universe
breath,
Online is fun.
laser
It is
eyes,
actually pretty
you
good.
know? Super
Remember the
punches.
trailer
You know what
from
games
13 years ago?
Monolith Studios working on the Wonder Woman game.
Yeah,
Aren't they the ones that did-
exactly.
Are
They
they
have
the
a
ones
Wonder
that did
Woman
the
game,
Lord of
but
Rings
no
games?
Superman game.
No, I believe not. I don't think so. Somebody's gonna say confirm that. I don't know.
We need a Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, and
I
Green
don't
Lantern game.
want.
The
We
Flash
had
game
the
was
Lego
gonna
game,
happen.
yes.
Remember that?
But that's not. No, that's.
There was gonna be a Flash
Is
game
it
back in
fun?
2013.
I'll
14,
give it
canceled.
that, but no. Give us actual
Hans, I
Superman game.
actually got to play that Lord of the Rings game.
Oh, it is connected to the studio who made
yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
And,
game?
and Hans, what
Okay,
did you
that's
think?
good, that's
What did
good.
you think about my Nightwish band reaction? My first time listening to Nightwish. All right. Let's do some topics here, and then I'll save the mailbag for the end. Christmas Story. Did anyone see?
I
the
just saw
Christmas-
the trailer. Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I've heard about it.
It looks funny. It looks fun. It doesn't
Oh,
look
is
as.
this for HBO?
Are the sequels canon?
November 17th. There's
Are the sequels canon?
I didn't know there were sequels.
There was
to the
2
Christmas
sequels.
Story. I didn't know.
Couldn't they think of a better title than A Christmas Story Christmas?
A Christmas Story Christmas.
It's typical Hollywood. What do you expect?
Trailer finds Ralphie coming home to old friends and spirit memories. It looks like fun. I laughed a few times. I'm just glad to see them back. You know, something to look forward to this holiday season. Isn't
the
Ralphie
they
a
did do
director?
a sequel in 2012.
Oh, they did?
They
Yeah.
did 2 sequels because they did My Summer Story, which is a Christmas Story sequel.
Mm-hmm. Ralphie
It's
comes
about
home.
cops.
Yeah. Why
Anyone else looking forward to this?
Not
I'll
really.
check it out. I'll check it out.
Brian?
Sure. It's free, right?
When is
He should have
coming
been
out?
blind. He should have been blind with a cane from soap poisoning.
Yep.
From
Soap
shooting his
poisoning.
eye out?
No, soap poisoning.
Did you even watch A Christmas Story?
Watch the movie? Or do you
I
just know
like
that you'll
Merry
shoot your eye out?
Probably long
Long time ago, it's on every Thanksgiving for like the whole day.
And Christmas.
On all day.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
You
Christmas
do
movie?
realize I'm Canadian,
Home
right?
Alone.
Oh God.
Oh, brother.
Okay,
You watch
every
Strange- what do you guys
Boxing
watch?
Day.
Strange Brew?
They
No,
watch
no.
Canadian
lot of
Bacon.
What I'm
Christmas
saying
movie,
is
Max.
Thanksgiving is in October.
On Thanksgiving, they watch Canadian Bacon with John Candy.
They do? Damn.
It's a great movie.
Did anyone watch the Submariner?
I have a
Namor?
bone to pick with you, Max,
Why?
because you said in a video just recently
Yeah.
that representation matters.
Yes.
Oh.
His
Yes.
name is Namor.
So if representation matters, why are you okay with Namor being a mixture of several races and ethnicities instead of
got
being
you there,
one
Max.
race? He's not representing Mexican people, Hispanic people, Latino people. They just took all of the fucking native Mexican cultures, put them in a blender, and said, "Hey, that's good enough for you guys."
But he's still being played by.
I
Spanish
do think
actor.
representation matters. I understand that your point that he represents more than one, and I'm okay with that. Does it have to be just one?
Yeah, because they're opposing. It'd be like if you made a Native American character who had Comanche, Iroquois, and Sioux characteristics.
Yeah. I'd be okay with that.
Aren't there mixed race people in the world?
Yes.
No, because the races that he represents are like hundreds of years apart. The cultures.
Okay, why does it matter? It's a fictional character.
Because he said representation matters. And if they're going to represent you, they should do it accurately and respectfully, not just grab a bunch of shit and throw it together.
I mean, he's still being played by a Spanish actor. So.
I don't care who he's being played by. I'm caring about the character. That they're
But it's a
trying to
fictional
represent
character.
me.
It's not integral to the character story. What it is.
It is integral because they changed the whole Namor character to fit in with this whole Mesoamerica culture.
Oh my God!
Why is this the
why is it when it becomes to Hispanic people, I'm the Hispanic person saying it matters, all of a sudden no one gives a shit? When
No,
you're talking about black characters
to
in
me-
representation, suddenly
yeah.
everybody said, "Tony, shut the fuck up."
No,
Right?
no.
Because it
I-
only matters.
Dude, I'm a minority too, so I understand.
I understand your point, Tony, but me personally, I'm okay with it. Do you really have strong feelings on this?
Yeah, I think it's bullshit. If you're going to represent Hispanic, Mesoamerican people, you should have picked one culture and stuck to it. You shouldn't
Okay.
have grabbed like 3 or 4, and you're mixing and matching different deities and religious beliefs. It makes no sense.
I mean, this is not my first choice. Like, I do think all the changes is kind of extreme. So I'm not saying that I'm 100% for this, but it's just like, I don't know. I just don't. I just doesn't get me in an uproar like certain people. Maybe because I'm not Hispanic or Mayan at all, so I don't understand like the cultural significance of that. So I don't know.
To me, I don't think it is like, to me, Tony, to answer, I don't think it cheapens it to take a little bit of each and blend it together. I think that's kind of cool.
I think it's cheap to me because it cheapens. It makes it seem like, okay, Latinos are not just one monolithic race.
Right.
Okay. You can't just mix a whole bunch of different cultures and be like, there you go, guys, be happy with it.
All right, I get that. I understand.
I mean, they felt like they had to do all these changes because they want to be.
Yeah, but they could have picked one. He could have been Aztec, Toltec, Mayan, Incan. There's like
No,
7.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, he could have just been Aztec. Like, it didn't need to add in Spanish or whatever else.
Like pick and choosing, culture appropriating what they want. Pick and choose. Yeah, I get that. All right.
Yeah.
I don't care. That is what it is.
I mean, as long as the character's good, I guess.
If he's doing good and he's playing amazing character, then I'm good.
Danny Glover.
I love it. I swear to God, I love it when it comes to brown characters. I don't care.
No,
if this was an African character that it was picking people from Mali and fucking South African culture and Egyptian and mixed it all in a blender, you guys would all be in an uproar. There'd be fucking articles. People would be pissed.
No, I get it.
It's brown people, as long as he's not climbing a fence, no one gives a fuck.
No, because like that, this happens to me too. Like I would be in uproar with stuff about this too because they do this to black people too. They have to mix stuff with black people. So I understand. I'd be exactly in the same boat if it was black. So yeah, I'm a hypocrite. But like I'm just looking at
Pon
this
says you're right, Tony.
and like I'm not loving the changes they do to Namor, but they feel like they had to do this because they want to differentiate themselves.
So you want them to copy Aquaman?
Well, Tony, how would you respond to Degrassi here? Maybe their culture is a melting pot of those cultures.
I'll be back.
It couldn't be because of the like I said, they're referencing different gods, different religious beliefs. It would make no sense. And the time frames in which the cultures existed.
Okay. I think you have a point, Tony. I don't want to be dismissive of your points. I'm just looking forward to it. I understand. I stand by you, Tony. If you want to pursue it further, make a hot video, I will go watch that video.
He stands by you.
I stand for Tony.
Stand by you.
I just want to say
it's not a made-up kingdom, little movie perp. They literally named it after the Aztec underworld for, rivers and waters.
The Mayans?
Wakanda is literally a fictitious.
But it's also
exist. It didn't exist until.
Same like Latvia.
Talokan, where Namor is from, is actually a religious belief. It'd be like naming a place heaven and then just mixing different cultures in there. And you'd be like, wait a minute.
I get that. Wakanda is a fictional place. And
do you think
Talokan is based on the culture bits, and then they don't stick to that culture. That helps me clarify it more, Tony. Yes.
Yeah, like Thor. Like Thor. Norse mythology is a thing, like right? Could you imagine if you had Thor and then suddenly, all of a sudden, you had like Hercules showed up, and then like some Egyptian god, and you're like, why are all these gods inside this North mythology place?
Like
they don't belong in Asgard.
Love and Thunder?
No, they went to a place in Love and Thunder. They went to a place.
Well, can I suggest, Tony, that you make a video on this? That's very intriguing. Now that you've laid it out like that,
are you gonna like his video?
Absolutely. I'm not.
You didn't even watch the last video I made, Max, about Melanie Mays.
I started to watch it. I thumbs it up already. I just didn't comment yet. I was actually going to do a separate video on it.
Do you show up on all of our channels?
As much as I can, CJH. I mean, I'm a busy man as well. Little Movie Perp wants to debate you, Tony, on this. Not right now, Little Movie. Maybe later. No, but I would really love a video. Now that you're so passionate about that, Tony, and I understand now, I would love to see a video on that. And Brian left. Hey, Brian. No, he's not. Figure drawing. I think he stated his case pretty good based on that. It's not just Talokan is not just a made up place, a fictional place. Wakanda is.
Look. I wish they would have copied like what Aquaman did, Atlantis? Yeah, but they're not going to do that. If Aquaman,
what's the city that Ultron destroyed?
Sokovia.
Okay, is that a fictional?
It's fictional. It's not real.
Okay, would they? And what's Doom's country?
Liberia.
Would they tie that together?
Well, it depends. Depends if they want to do it. It's up to the writers.
Are they in the same location or no?
Different location.
So I forget where Sokovia was. Was it in? Wait, where
That
was
is
it?
true. Yeah, he is playing Mephisto. Yeah, that is true.
All right. Well, let's get to some more topics. We have more topics. It's past 2 hours, and I still have a mailbag to go through.
Well, I'm out of here.
Let's do the mailbag.
When I okay, boss.
Well, I do have sword power, to be honest.
You do.
I do.
I feel like he abuses it.
So we need more
Yes, he sure does.
explosions.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Winnie the Pooh.
That's our new topic.
Ooh.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey director are planning a twisted horror take on Peter Pan.
Oh,
Of course.
See,
Of
that-
course.
That is legit. Neverland. Whoo, that's gonna be
Oh.
creepy.
Wait, is this the cinematic universe?
Is that
Are
even
they gonna?
allowed?
Yes, it's public domain, I believe.
Wait,
No,
it's
no,
going to be
because,
the public domain horror.
Peter Pan was never made public
cinematic
domain because
universe.
the guy who wrote it left it to a children's hospital.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, Max, read the
Because
first
the
paragraph.
UK did a special law just to allow Peter Pan to exist outside of copyright limitations because of all the money that the children's hospital gets from owning Peter Pan.
Well,
Is that why we have so many versions?
Oh, Tony,
of it?
buddy, Love wants to get to your channel. You could link it.
Unsubscribe from Tony channel.
No, he's almost at 1K. We'll get
Wait,
to the mailbag, right?
but I hardly ever see Tony on his channel.
What are you
I was
talking
on my
about?
channel this morning.
He literally makes live streams.
I thought his channel was like.
I dislike all the videos though. That's what I'm like.
Well,
But-
this is we don't know much about Peter Pan horror movie. Only it will be titled Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. That is the part I'm excited about.
So, there's gonna be a low budget. It's gonna cost $5 million, and it's gonna look terrible.
I don't know. I think Neverland could be pretty creepy with a creepy Peter.
I mean, Winnie the Pooh looks creepy already in in the trailer, which is crazy.
I didn't even
But-
watch the trailer.
but
I should
how-
react
but
to
is
this
Peter-
trailer.
So it's a good, it's a decent trailer. I'm gonna watch it actually.
Nah, the first half of the trailer is good. When when Winnie the Pooh shows up,
Oh, you're talking about like the actor in the costume?
it looks.
No. Is this true?
I don't know.
Let's react. to
I've
it.
been here with you, Max. So.
All right, let me see. We're gonna do a
Oh,
live
man,
reaction
not
if
a
this is
long
true,
time.
and I'll clip it out.
Oh my god.
DJC Studios. Are you being a hooligan, sweet and tender hooligan?
I mean, I guess Peter is public domain now. So,
Oh, they did! Holy shit! They listened to the critics. Hold on. Let's
You
react
got
to
your
this,
mic
Tony,
on?
before you go. Well, let me bring this up here.
How about you made a video with
Oh,
Tony
someone else
after-
left. Who left? CJH?
CJH.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's react to this. Actually, you might be upset. You might want to react it on your channel, Tony.
Why would I be upset?
Well, you could clip it out for your channel if you want.
I could just go over to my channel.
Whatever you want to do. Wow. This is breaking news.
How about
You know what
do a video after though?
You know what this means? Shit, I can't find the.
Max,
here we go.
Max, you didn't get your.
news.
Okay, let's react to this. Oh, CJH is back. Let's pretend like we didn't notice he popped in. No, I'm just kidding. Here you go, CJH. Here we go.
What's up, everyone? I'm the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC.
He's got the
Gaming
guns out
Studios.
tonight. Woo! He's got those guns out on Asher Smash.
Welcome to the show, and I thought I'd bring a friend on to talk a little bit
A
about
friend? He's not my
Here
friend
we go.
anymore.
Check it out. What's happening? I have Mike Mullis of the original Next Level Gaming.
I'm telling you that I think that just off the bat, Tony, I think Intellivision told him to do this. Make a video with you each showing it. You know,
You think he got paid?
No, they're not getting paid. They're getting paid with access. That's this is why Access Media.
Well, already DJC has failed to reveal that he is an investor in the company. So
I disagree with Tony on this point. He thinks
I don't care what he thinks. It doesn't matter what he thinks.
No,
he
no,
invested in the Republic campaign.
Listen, this is what I'm saying, Tony. You're saying that they should reveal it in every single video.
No, I'm not saying that, Max. I'm not saying that.
I'm
the
saying
FTC is saying
publicly disclose it in the past.
No, the FTC website literally says you have to disclose in every single instance in which you talk about the company.
Okay.
Every single instance, whether it's a
Fair
tweet, a video, a Facebook post, you have to disclose.
Okay. Shut up, Kelly. All right.
What is happening, my friend?
Schnock, how you doing, brother?
Thought
Good
I'd
to
have
have
you
you.
on a video.
What a shirt! What a shirt!
Oh yeah, Astro Smash Mondays. with
Mondays.
Papa
Where
P,
can
No
you
Game Go?
where
Every
can you
Monday.
get this great shirt?
7 p.m. Eastern. They're available nowhere. But I've been having a fun time doing some testing on my Intellivision Amico.
Oh, this is so
Wait a minute.
cringe.
Remember
Mike
you
Moss
had one of
is.
these.
I'm sorry.
I had, yeah, I did, and I mean,
Oh God.
so the
Oh, here we are.
I mean, the rumor is.
Oh, here we
that
go. All the critics are
there's
full.
only-
Oh, here we go. You know what they're doing.
You can just fast forward it.
Oh, the rumor is, well, you made 2. Congratulations. There's 2 in existence. God damn it. Good job in television. You win. You showed everyone there's actually 2 people. 2 people have it at the same time. My good God. Get it to everyone.
One of those floating around. I have it.
Well, I have it.
And
No,
then-
I have it. It's right here.
Well, no.
Okay.
Oh, God.
No, wait, no.
Mullis really
No, I
drags
literally
things
do.
out
Like,
way
I know-
past
I
their.
know you can fake a box, but I literally got the console. It's even
Well-
got the lights like Knight Rider
Well, wait a minute.
flying around.
Right, but
God.
how do you let me see that box again.
Cringe.
'Cause it's,
Yeah, the box is right here.
Just show it.
how do you have my box?
Could you pause it, Max?
This literally could have been a short. Yes.
You know, because this is a video and not a live stream, this
Yeah.
could still be faked.
It seems like they're talking.
What does Miko?
Could potentially, Tony, but I don't believe they would go to that.
I do. I believe he could record a video, and
It
all he's
seems
got to
like
do
they're
is send
talking
it
to
to
each other.
DJC. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they would lie to the consumer. To that
Oh, you
much.
mean besides all the other lies they've already?
I'm
made?
saying like
what
that.
can,
I
Miko do?
don't believe DJC and Mike would lie like that.
What can Miko do that other consoles
I
can't?
think they've gone.
They could suck your money out of
nothing.
your pocket and leave you.
It cannot
broke.
come out. That's the thing it could do that others don't.
Well, I
Because
mean,
other
that's
ones
what
actually
other
come out.
consoles can do too. But
Yeah. But yeah, this is. I guess that's possible, Tony. That he could have filmed it, and DJC does have good reaction skills. This could be a pre-record video, but I don't believe they would do that. I really don't. Okay, George is exhausted. All right, let's react to this here.
I have my box.
Oh my
Wait a
God!
second?
And television wins. We're all losers, Tony. Don't you know? 2 people have a box with a console in it.
Oh man.
We're actually the winners here because we said that they should do this. I think I think you might have even said that, Tony. Why don't they just show they both have it? Okay. That Miko Forever show is going to be fire tomorrow night.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch that show.
Oh, you don't? I occasionally check it out.
Are you saying there's more than one of these things?
Whoa, hold it. Wait. Show me the console again.
Well,
Oh God.
I mean, I really enjoyed my
got it right
how
here.
are you talking about this?
Wait a second.
Huh. How is that possible?
There you go, Amico fans. Merry Christmas. This is what you get. All you founders, all you investors, aren't you surprised? Aren't you shocked at the progress they made to Amico? Very closely tied to Intellivision.
No,
Both
they didn't
have a
get
console.
founders. Those are not founders. Those
No.
are, the units that Max played in
Yeah.
Retro World. That's what those are.
Yeah. They have to hold them up. Yeah. Yes, 2 people got it. Suck it, haters. Suck it.
So
I
there's
mean-
multiple consoles out there.
We each have our own.
We do.
We do.
And controllers.
Only cost you an NDA and some credibility.
Did you get your Amico yet, though?
I
Mike?
am not signing an NDA with Intellivision.
No one is getting Amigos, CGH. They
The only
were
way-
told that they are going to do
Yeah.
testing to make sure that this console that 2 years ago was 100% ready to go is somehow ready to go.
The only way you could get an Amico now is if you sign your life away with an NDA to Intellivision. Do exactly
Max,
what
but how you got scammed?
I
Because
did.
Max
Get
didn't
scammed.
listen to me.
No, I didn't listen to Tony.
You
I
got
didn't listen to
scammed
my
for
wife.
$200.
And I still have it out there. I didn't
Or
ask
three,
for a
whatever
refund
it
yet,
was,
just in
yeah.
case. Just in
But
case.
can you play Fortnite on the
No.
Amico?
No.
Can you play GTA on?
Oh,
Amico?
shut up, CJH. You don't go through every game you like. No,
Can
you
you-
can't play
I
any
do-
of
I don't
You can't
actually
play
play.
any of them on the Amico. You can't play Minecraft.
Red Dead Redemption.
You need to sign an NDA and don't call them out on their bullshit as much if you want a console at this time. The rest of us, you're shit out of luck. You're not getting a Miko for Christmas. You're more likely to get a VJ for Christmas than a Miko. Remember that song?
You can do the same thing that the Amico does on a PC.
No, Hans, you don't need to sign an NDA to buy an Amico. They signed an NDA to test
Yeah.
the Amico.
The only way the people that have Amicos right now are all under NDA. Yes.
Those are the only 2. Supposedly they sent it to a bunch of people, but only people who admitted to having them are these 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single outlet, not a single.
Just build your own
Other
PC, and you got Amico.
God damn it, CGH.
Oh,
But I have wrist straps, so.
Like these?
Oh, that's directly toward me reacting because I'm like, well, how come Mike didn't have wrist straps in his? That's towards my criticism. I don't remember Mike unboxing wrist straps. I don't remember that. You know,
I didn't watch his unboxing, so I don't fucking know.
Okay.
How do you do it?
Well, I've been testing. Seth and I, as you know, have been testing our systems and putting it through its paces and having fun with it. I think that doesn't break NDA for me to say I'm having a great time with
I'll
it.
tell you what, lots of fun.
They are so worried about saying. What's really cringe is when Mike Mullis said, "I don't even know if I could say I had fun before." Now he says it real casually. Like, I don't know. Like, someone asked, "Are you having fun?" And he was like, Do you remember that, Tony?
Can you read Adam Wilson's comment?
What's up, amigos? We're reacting to 2 amigos exist. Yeah. Yes. They have to, all their videos, they have to send to Intellivision first to give the A-OK to release.
But isn't the company no longer
Oh my God.
no more?
We're never going to get through this, CJ. It's doubtful if they actually are existing company right now. It's doubtful. Like people still own the rights, like Tommy Tallarico. They're still present, but who knows what is that fair, Tony, to say? We don't really know we don't know what their operational level is. That they might not be doing anything. This might be the
So
only.
does the NDA still count?
Yes.
CJH, let me put it to you this way. These guys, even without an NDA, would never say anything negative about the company. The Amico could literally blow up in their face, burn their house down, and kill their family while they slept, and they would tell you it was a great system.
Shit happens, they'd say.
It wasn't the Amico's fault. I must have plugged it in wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I thought Tommy
listen,
broke.
and I wouldn't have been opposed to signing NDA in the past, but not after all the shit that's gone down. I would never sign an NDA with this current version of Intellivision. Yeah. Supposedly means something is generally accepted as true, and supposedly means something could possibly be true.
I thought Tommy sell off all his stuff, didn't he?
All right,
He sold a bunch of stuff, yes.
All right.
Like what stuff?
So
that's really
video
all I
game
can say.
stuff. Come on.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
That's all I really can say.
Well, I mean, we showed, in our unboxings, we showed the controller. We showed, we were able to show a little bit. Obviously you could see the lights and the stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
It lights up.
I am very impressed with something as simple as lights, wireless charging. I mean, which we all know. So
It's not wireless charging, by the way. It's contact charging.
It's very impressive. I'm just going to say that. But yeah.
So they're lying.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have wires when you charge it. It charges.
No, it
by
does have
contact.
wires, Max. It has wires. It has internal wires.
Okay.
That's the difference between contact charging and wireless charging. Wireless charging has no wires anywhere. Contact charging, you still got to put it in. There's wires inside the system. That's what makes the connection.
All right.
You ever see them bases where you put your phone and you just sit your phone on top?
Yeah.
That's wireless. When you plug your phone into a thing, that would be wired. And when you slide it into a base like you do with the Amico, that'd be contact charging.
I agree with you, Mr. Specific. You're very specific. Contact charging is more accurate, yes, than wireless. Yes, I agree. You go really into the details, which is fine.
Accuracy matters to me.
Yeah. Oh, Brian came back for Amico talk. 2 Amigos exist. Suck it, haters.
What?
How dare you doubt the Amico, Brian?
I never doubted the Amico.
Well, there's more than 2 out there because I know at least 3 different devs that have dev kits.
No,
Cool.
Tommy Telemundo. I still like him, but it's complicated. Shit's complicated.
Are you sure his Ferrari is not
You're
rented?
about to go on a show actually right now.
Yes.
It is Tuesday close to 9:30 Eastern, which is the original Next Level Gaming show, and I believe you do have some Amico stuff you're diving into a little bit tonight. So.
I might have just a little something.
What would that be?
No one gives a shit. This is not impressing anybody.
Oh,
he's got a phone app. Oh no.
Should I say it? Should I say something? Finally, someone watches the Next Level. Finally, with this, someone's watching a show. Oh, damn.
Maybe.
Oh, other people unfollowed me last week. I might as well have fun with it at this point. There's where you get paid by access. I'm sorry. He seems like a nice guy. The show is fun. I was just throwing a little bit that is definitely going to get back to him. Definitely going to get back to him. I know that's going to get back to him. Yes. Finally, someone's going to watch.
Wait a second. Is that the Amico controller?
Oh my God.
That might be.
It just
On a
full
cell
of surprises today. Full of surprises.
Yeah.
Well, I am not going to keep you any longer.
This is the most fakest
I am
reaction
gonna let you
ever.
get at it,
It's
and you're
cringe.
gonna
No, what this is
I
them
would
trying to
go
be
ahead.
smug assholes like,
Thank you.
haha, you guys are wrong.
Yeah.
It exists.
It's fair. There's a lot of smugness going on here, and a lot of but basically it's November 1st, and founders have no freaking idea when they're going to get their Amigos. So
My thing is, okay, it might exist for
if you sign NDA,
it might exist for these jackasses.
Oh!
But does it exist for you, Max?
No,
The
does it
consumer?
exist? No,
So
does it
then I
exist?
would argue that it does not exist. Because if it's not available, if it's a consumer product that is not available to consumers, I would argue that it does not exist. So until it's actually in your hand, Max, it doesn't exist.
But you can go in the store and buy it.
Well, when you can go into the store and buy it, then
What's
yes,
this?
it quote unquote exists. But until that point, no.
What's
I'm
this,
good.
Max? You don't recognize
Oh, this
this?
is the game I played.
This is Space Striker. And if you look, the publisher is not in television.
Yeah. They screwed that up too.
So Q1 of next year, you'll be able to play this on
Ooh,
Steam.
Meteors. That's new.
Yeah, they've
Meteors
added a
coming
whole
in.
bunch of stuff to it.
This is the one that looks like flying penises, though. It does.
No, they changed the ships too.
Oh, okay. All right.
So no more penis ships.
All right.
So
Okay.
this is
CGH,
This
I
is
swear to goddamn,
basically-
I swear to goddamn hell, you are not going to make me. CJH.
yes.
You screw up cutting out content because it's so all over the. What is this?
This is basically the Amico.
Oh god damn it! All right,
what was that? What PC was that? Because I think that's the same brand I got.
HP.
CGH. Oh.
Sweet.
Well, now, while I'm
Mulligan
talking,
says,
doesn't say nothing.
I bet Tommy stubbornly pushed to keep the penis-shaped ships, just like Bezos.
Wait. So the original game had penis?
They
as
really looked
designed?
like phallic symbols flying around, shooting at each other, and putting balls in nets. Yeah.
So
Well,
much.
thank you,
Yeah,
and I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you on Amico Forever tomorrow. It's going to be a great show.
We'll talk more.
And I mean, we, right?
Wow.
Right?
Right. Well, I look forward to challenging
This
you.
is so cringe. Oh my god.
It was great that you and I were the first two to play.
We were.
When it was first shown in public.
Can you play it online, or do you
And
have to be in the same room
wonderful
together?
To have a
There's
friendly,
no online.
Friendly
that's dumb.
competition to see
I know, that's why I said it.
who's the Astro Smash Master.
Who's the Smash Master out of these? It's the Smash Master.
Do you know
Bro,
that most people
listen,
play
listen.
games online?
Yes.
You could get
You can do
could
that
get
on a PC.
Tommy doesn't want that. Tommy said that playing online means that you're an evil teen who's away from your family.
At least there was some honesty there when I said, I actually said I really want to play this online. He's like, well, maybe eventually. That was the one thing he was actually being,
Can you
honest
play
about.
Apex
No, he was
Legends?
lying to you, Max. They can't afford online. It costs too much. They can't afford the infrastructure.
Yeah.
They couldn't even put a console to market, dude. I don't think they can do that.
With
Yeah.
$17 million.
Yeah. All right, let's finish this here.
Have the shirt though. I'm a little intimidated. You have the shirt.
I just did a.
You
run
have a
on
show.
Patreon, but I only got.
You
to
have a
fifth level.
You have a
so I'm little
show
rusty.
on. Well, I know, but I mean, you
I'm
have a
the
show
original,
on
I'm the
Mondays.
original, I'm the
Yes.
original, yeah.
You have a show on Mondays literally called Astro Smashed. I don't know how much of a chance I really have, but I'm going to give it my best.
Well, I
give it my
shall
best.
as well, my friend. But thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you on your show.
All right.
This is what
Have
shilling
a
looks
great
like.
night.
Oh.
Play on, gamers. See you soon.
Well, there you have it. Looks like there's a few Amicos out there.
Woo!
Just saying.
Winning.
Anyways, for more content, make sure you like and subscribe, and check us out this Wednesday for Amico Forever, 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
Don't check
and
them
of
out.
course, some
Don't
classic
check them
talk
out.
every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern for Astro Smashed with Papa Pete and Go Game Go. This Wednesday, we're going to have some
Nobody
special
cares about
guests,
Papa Pig.
and we're going to chit-chat about games, collecting, and, of course, the Amico. See you then.
Max, why you always gotta comment?
I'm pretty sure Max is blocked so that I can see it.
I think he's gonna delete your thing, Max.
No. DJC so far has been pretty cool with me. It's Mike that doesn't like me anymore. So I'm glad this is on DJC's channel.
Can you play Apex on the
I'm gonna thumbs that up.
Can you
all
play
those
Call of Duty on
Max.
Amico?
Maxi.
Look, there's Sweet and Tender Hole again.
I don't know.
He got the 1K. Tony.
We have breaking news for the Intellivision Amico.
God
Breaking
damn it.
news.
Oh no. Oh no.
Han says I'm insulted. They think I bought that act.
They're running
Limited.
a limited collector's box
Oh
edition.
God, you're so
bundles.
out of touch, CJH. If you only know the bullshit was these boxed editions. Brian,
I
can you
think
explain?
we take a vote that CGH only gets one a week. Come on, Evan.
Yeah, your joke.
Brian, can you enlighten CJH that how much bullshit these boxed editions
Max, Brian, can you
Um,
kick CJ? Oh, Max.
are? I basically have boxes of games that I haven't been able to play for 2 years.
Max has a bunch of
summer.
games.
Well, here's the thing, Max. They said that the RFID worked, right? That's what they claimed.
It is a
Got a
3D
sweet-ass
card.
And they said that they're testing the RFID, that it works, the shop works, they can download games. Well, here's a little update for you. I checked the RFID cards. They still point to the same stupid-ass website. There is no fucking shop. It doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So they lied. Again, Mike Mullis went out on his little fucking program and said, hey, the online store works because I downloaded games. No, they had a little program in the fucking Amico, like a little software where he tapped the card.
They're
and
not
it
good
made a fake.
paperweights. They're very light. They're not good paperweights.
Yeah, they are fucking light.
This never happened, H-Barts. Never happened.
It happened a lot.
I was not a simp.
Oh yeah, it
happened a
happened
lot.
a
I
lot.
was not a simp
It
for the
happened a lot.
Amico.
It happened.
I was there.
I always had a healthy criticism of it.
I was on that stream with Tommy Telleriso.
The Telleriso stream.
Yeah, I had to work, so I caught in there later. But
What happened to the
Fake
rest of your
news.
buddies, Max? What happened to the rest of the MME crew that were really big on the Amico?
well, two of those guys were Snyder fans that don't come around here no more.
Don't come around here no more.
And Saggy and RJ.
Zod, I could still talk.
No,
to
I was
Zod.
gonna say that they're Snyder fans. They don't come around here no more.
Well, you and RJ chased them away.
I didn't chase nobody away.
No, I'm just kidding.
Lunacy chased themselves away. I don't know.
Tony chased them away too, because you really criticized the hell out of Mikey Sutton and Sill, which is fine.
Wait, television is an old system.
Oh my dear lord!
Oh my God, CJ, how old are you, bro? Like,
I'm
for
27.
real. Holy, how you didn't know that?
Don't do research, CJH, on something you don't, because it's cringe right now. It's like as cringe as that video is.
It's cringe. It's
It's
cringer
like
than
L's and W's.
I
on
never
Twitter.
actually, if I'll be
I was
honest,
quote tweeting
if
people.
I had the money after the Crayola, I was like thinking I might put a little bit of money if I had money to invest, but I didn't, and it was a good thing. It's a good thing I didn't invest in this shit.
There wouldn't
I
have
was
been no
quote
return on that
tweeting
investment.
on Twitter, and people had an issue with me quote tweeting.
Okay, please,
Tony did too. I do quote tweet too.
I mean,
You
people
quote
love
tweet
complaining.
excessively. That's my issue.
Yeah.
Max, you paying $8 a month for the Elon Musk thing?
No.
I
I
am.
don't need it. Oh, you are?
Max, it's $8. That's nothing though.
$8.
It's $8. $8 I can have.
I mean, you probably could buy a sandwich and a soda for $8.
All right,
That's
who's
it.
You know what I'm doing, Max? I'm gonna wait to see who doesn't pay $8 a month, and I'm gonna open up new Twitter accounts and be like, "Oh, Grace Randolph didn't want to pay $8. I'm Grace Randolph, and I'm gonna fucking verify."
Night Stalker?
And I approve
Adam.
this message.
Yeah.
Night
Max, you
and
bought
Astro
the Steelbook?
Smash.
Max, you bought the Steelbook?
Of what?
Or Black
No, I
Adam?
didn't. You could send it to me, Anthony. Send it to me. I'm not buying it. If you
This
keep
guy's eyebrow.
If you keep bringing it up, I'm going to ask you to buy it for me. I'm going to really do some grifting. What are the benefits of being verified?
People listen to you?
Elon discussed it today, I believe, on Twitter.
But if you're verified and you have under 1K followers on Twitter, it's bullshit. It's still people.
You
are gonna think-
probably have to still prove that it's you, though.
Yeah, but when people like me, maybe not you, Max. I was gonna say me and you, but people like me who have famous friends, we got to make sure that it's the right one.
Okay.
Yeah, because like a lot of people,
Joe
make
Locke joins
mistakes about-
WandaVision spin-off Agatha Coven of Chaos. Isn't this exciting news?
I wonder who the fuck he's playing.
I don't know.
Is he playing Wicked? You don't know. I mean,
Cameron
that's a lot.
Crowe. We got some Cameron Crowe news.
Cameron.
Who?
Cameron Crowe, Almost Famous. Get
Interesting.
some 80s films with what's that guy's name? Oh, I forget his name.
But Dua
Cameron Crowe.
Lipa as Dazzler? No.
I don't
sorry,
even know who
Cameron.
Dua Lipa is.
Cameron. No,
Who's
thank
Dua
you,
Lipa?
Cameron.
You are so out of touch with the kids, aren't you, Max?
Is she a musician?
Yes, she's a singer.
Yes.
Should I react to one of her videos?
She's hot as fuck.
She was in one
Really?
of the X-Men
Yes.
movies for
No,
like
she
2
wasn't.
seconds.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
No, she
And
wasn't.
For 2
sorry,
seconds.
Tony, you're a member.
It was
You
Dark
can
Phoenix.
tell me a video
No,
to
she wasn't.
react of Dua
Yes. I'll
No,
even
she
show you.
wasn't. No, she wasn't.
Lipa. So you're saying a pass on this Dazzler?
Yeah.
She was gonna. Wasn't she rumored to play Zatanna? I believe.
I don't know, but there's no point. Why are you going to get a singer who has not proven themselves as any kind of actress to be the lead of a fucking?
I mean, you could say that a lot of people, though, Tony. I mean,
All the
look-
I do say it about a lot of people. Don't just like hire people because they're famous right now.
You know how studios are. They do that all the time.
What do you think of this? All the anti-Disney shows are sucking Elon's D right now. People with no integrity make me mad, especially ex-military people like Ryan, Bitch Boy.
No. See that's bullshit because they were sucking Elon's dick a long
was
time ago.
in Dark Phoenix.
Who's this?
Dazzler.
Oh yeah. Dazzler was in Dark Phoenix. Yeah.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was. That was her.
That movie doesn't exist.
So if you're already verified, you have to pay now.
It's not $20 a month. It's $8.
It's $8 a month. We lower it, which is not bad if you
I
think
could
about
get
it.
HBO Max for that. No thanks.
With the ad version, you get...
I don't care. I'll go back to Facebook. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Peace.
You go back to Facebook.
How about this?
Yeah, but
How
Elon
about
said
we
that they're
get
doing
off
the
social media?
they're doing the $8
Facebook
verification to
breathe
lower the amount of
fresh
ads
air.
you see on Twitter.
Yeah,
Can we do
I
that?
thought Facebook died a long time ago,
Can we
Brian.
get
Go back to MySpace right now, CGH. Just pop off the stream. Go start a MySpace account and go let me know how it is over there.
If MySpace was, they should do MySpace free verification. Yeah.
MySpace. Damn, I forgot that's crazy.
Oh
MySpace it still exists, by the way.
$8 is
It
$8
does,
MME
yeah.
memberships. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's for like music now.
I saw MySpace.
Well, this is what Brian was talking about. Dwayne Johnson reportedly disapproves of Shazam and even removed its Black Adam scene. That's kind of bullshit.
Well, you saw those deleted scenes, right, in the first movie?
Well, I don't like that he's that far removing it. An insider claim probably isn't loving the idea as his boss, Safran, is now the guy that produces Shazam, and that Johnson has a thinly veiled disdain for the Zachary Levi movie. Wow.
Dang.
That's insider sources are saying that he doesn't like it. Safran needs to win over. That's true. He signed on for Black Adam before Shazam was made, and he's not a fan of this version of Shazam. That's unfortunate.
He sounds like a hater.
Get it together, The Rock. And Dwayne Johnson thinly veiled
Is it
disdain
because of Shazam being lighter than Black
Probably.
Adam?
Probably.
It's more tongue in cheek and cheesy that he.
Well, it makes sense.
Fit well.
But it makes sense because that's how the character is in the comics.
Oh, you mean it was fun? The thing that you DC fans seem to not like?
Well, honestly, I do
was
feel like
expecting-
the padded muscles against real muscles is going to look pretty silly.
He probably was
Well,
expecting
but his
Kingdom
new suit
Come.
looks awesome. His new suit looks
Shazam.
awesome, though, man.
No,
His
I
new
did not
suit?
get a Ouya. I thought about it though.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Who left?
It's called Ouija.
Brian.
Brian,
Right.
did you leave on purpose?
It's called a Ouija board.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Okay, but
Wait, why do you leave?
well, that's up to you don't discuss it. He wanted to be off. Okay.
He wanted to beat off. What?
No, he wanted to
What?
be off, not beat off.
You
Maybe
say
I
beat
don't
off.
know.
You say beat off.
That's his business.
You gotta
And
rephrase
Dwayne
that
Johnson's thinly veiled disdain for Shazam means he probably isn't loving the idea his boss is now the guy that produces Shazam. Safran is pretty diplomatic, so I think he'll pull it off, but it won't be easy. Okay. That's unfortunate.
I mean, there was Easter eggs about him. So, and the leader scenes that
I did not say it like that. He wanted to just. I did not say just that.
I gotta agree with Hans.
Ouya, is there a good hacking community for Ouya, Tony?
Yeah, there is. It's a big.
Okay. Are they cheap?
And they got
still?
all the games free.
Are they cheap still?
Pretty cheap.
Are you talking about the Ouya, the console?
Matt Jarbo's back.
Yeah, I'm home now.
You home? Oh.
Nico.
I saw that two guys faked the video at the Amico. Good for them.
What do you mean they faked the video? You think Tony's
They faked that shit, bro.
I
It was so
don't know.
crazy.
I don't care. I mean, if they've got it and they can play with it,
They had to sign NDAs just to get those.
but they still showed it on screen. So,
But they're
you
not
know.
retail units. They're pre.
Yeah. Oh, those are definitely demo units. Yeah. Or dev units, maybe.
Do you like
know?
that Hans calls you daddy?
Why
I mean,
just empty boxes.
my daughters call me daddy, so I guess that's,
Well, that's normal.
Something I'm used to hearing these days.
Why you gotta make it weird, Matt?
Why do I got to make it weird? I don't know. I just had a milkshake from Sonic, so I'm a little kind of wired at the moment. So we'll see.
Well,
What happens.
did you hear about the rumor that The Rock has secret disdain for Shazam?
I covered it last night.
And
Yeah, he did. You should watch his stream.
What else did you cover last night?
Oh, I pissed off a lot of people last night.
He pissed off the Rock stand.
Dude, as soon as I started criticizing, it's the character of Superman. I was like, character of Superman's boring. And everyone's like, he's not boring. You just don't know. I'm all like, dude, it's like they got to drop the Christ stuff, man. And then there's people like, he's not based on Christ. He's based on Moses. Like, shut the fuck up. No, he's not. Like, if he's based on a messianic character, it's like you're telling me the two Jewish dudes who made Superman.
But did you cover this?
Yes.
Wait.
Did you not see the cover?
Hold up.
I know.
Rewind. You said the two Jews. Continue that thought. Why are you cutting people up?
Because this is Max. He can't stand it when he's not the center of attention on his own stream. So,
as you were, Matt, two Jewish guys.
two Jewish guys walk into a bar.
Oh God!
But why would two Jewish
guys
make
Superman?
Want to make someone based on Jesus?
That's the whole fucking point. But they argue Moses because you know, and then that's the
Jewish people don't believe in Jesus.
Exactly, but it's like, ever since Christopher Reeve's movies, he's had a very Jesus-like effigy, and that's been reflected in comics and movies and entertainment.
Is it a Jesus-like effigy, or is it more of a messianic? Because
I would argue. Here's the thing. Well,
a direct. I would know. Yeah.
Here's the thing with that. Here's why I say Jesus. Okay. Here's why I say Jesus, because the concept of what Superman is now is he's a red-blooded American man from the Midwest, which
just like Jesus. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. I agree with you, man.
Hold on.
Wait.
Just like Jesus, if you're Mormon,
Superman votes for it.
I'm saying Superman. He wears a red cape for a reason. So
when Moses turned the river red during the,
I always thought that was like a metaphor for like a period or something. But anyway, it's just like, he's like I'll part the Red Sea.
Oh God.
Well, Kal-El in Hebrew.
Yes, it's the L in Hebrew. Yes, obviously
well, no,
there's
because it's the Son of God, the voice of God, and Son of Earth. Those are the three meanings of Kal-El.
Oh God.
And the metaphor of Kal-El being put in the basket sent to Earth is when Moses is put in a basket and sent down the Nile to become a greater being.
Also, Moses was at one point considered the Messiah.
It's kind of both Jesus and Moses. But
well, I would argue they probably were going more for Moses than Jesus.
Yeah.
However, the way Superman's been portrayed for the last 50 plus years is that it's embodying American values of the, and of coming in from what you could argue would be a very conservative part of our country. So just by,
so you agree that American values are conservative? Okay.
I agree that they've been turned that way. Right? I agree that they've been turned that way. But I think the general concept of Superman is one that is bathed in conservatism. I do. And, he himself people may say that he's not or argue that he's apolitical, but no character in storytelling is ever non-political. There's always something behind it.
What about Beowulf?
Beowulf is very man, how do I let's see. How do you approach the first recorded story written in history? Let's see. I don't know. Grundle. What would Grundle be? Right? That would be the Democrats because they hide in caves.
Transformers movies.
Oh, dude, straight up, man. Optimus Prime is a socialist. Megatron is flat out a fascist.
What about Thor?
Thor is probably, I'd argue, a libertarian. Like he's like the libertarian son of a very conservative, king.
Mm-hmm.
But then he eventually becomes conservative, as most libertarians tend to do.
What about Dr. Manhattan?
Dr. Manhattan
hold on, because Matt gave some misinformation. Beowulf is not the first recorded story. That's Gilgamesh. Come on.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, what is Beowulf then? I thought that was the first.
It's the one with Grendel.
Yeah, no, I know, but I thought Beowulf was the first
No, Gilgamesh
written.
predates Beowulf.
Okay, I only know Gilgamesh from the memes. So because have you ever seen the meme Gilgamesh?
Yeah, look at Max is so uninterested in these.
Oh, I know anything with
stories.
philosophy and talking
I'm doing
about like
something else. I have
God forbid Tony and I start debating the Socratic method. You know what I'm saying?
I was doing something that I'm going to show
He's
you in a
reading the
second.
Bible of
I was
Geekosity.
making
the link up in the
I
chat.
was making yes. I'm bringing something else up. Not that. Hold on a second. I
Do you
just
think that in 100 years
I want to get
they'll
Matt's
look back
here.
at these
I want to get
streams?
Matt and Tony to comment on this.
I love me some Sutton. Hell yeah!
Lord God,
I think he's being sarcastic.
Robert Meyer Burnett.
Listen, you know what? It's all chud talk to me, man.
But
So-
you got to go to the tweet. He's replying to something, so you got to give the context to why he said that.
And the OC Clint Barker, that guy's a fandom menacer, if I recall. So, and Geekosity Mag is Mikey's not on
Hold
Twitter
on,
recording.
let's see what the video that he's commenting on.
Oh, it's the one from Campy. Or I got sent that today too. I was like, all right, whatever.
Oh, is it the Justice League Mikey Sutton video?
No,
it's
this one. Oh.
Like, we as fans have to remember, the general public is not us. They're not obsessing over every detail of these movies coming out. They're not reading Mikey Sutton's column about every rumor that comes out, and they're not following all of the websites like we do. And they don't know. So a lot of this drama and
that movie was terrible.
I'll say something. I wouldn't count this movie out yet because you talk about Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw made 70 million.
Right.
Like
we heard the clip. Just what did the tweet say?
It's just
we were sent this by OG Clint Baker. We love some Burnett. Yeah, I think he was being sarcastic.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because they're saying we love us some Burnett.
So does that mean Jen Campion know about Mikey Sutton?
well, I mean, like Burnett mentioned him, but I don't think I mean, if I'm being perfectly honest, it wasn't really in a positive way. It was like just in like
saying people don't read the catalog of Sutton like we do.
Yeah,
or whatever.
like no one reads Mikey Sutton is what he's trying to like. That the general public doesn't read Mikey Sutton articles. That's what he's saying.
H Parts paying customer here. Thank you, H Parts. You think the Rock is mad Hiram Garcia was not made head of DC head? I think so.
Well, they've been trying to make Hiram a household name for a while now.
Super Pets and then Black Adam together did not really move the needle. And wasn't $7 Productions behind?
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah. Then they're trying to like work on a bunch of other things like also Hiram was a producer, I think, on Red Notice and anything else The Rock has been doing, and they've been trying to make him a household name for I think a year now. I think in preparation for this merger, because they figured probably Hamada was going to be out. So they're like, all right, well, we need somebody we can put in there, because people are asking The Rock, oh, are you going to take over? Are you going to take over? And he's like, no, but I think I could be good in helping them pick the right person, being like a consigliere situation. It's like, oh, what better than his ex-brother-in-law who is a producer over at the studio that he owns or the company that he owns. And then at that point, if Hiram had taken over, he is basically acting as a Trojan horse for whatever Dwayne wants.
Do you think at this point Dwayne will ever work for Marvel?
No. I mean, well, you know what? Here's the thing.
He talked to Kevin Feige, though.
Yeah, I mean, look, he'll talk. We don't know that.
He was joking about if Black Adam fails, he's going to Marvel. So
I'm upset about this deleted post-credit scene for Dr. Fate's future.
I've been telling you, this is what The Rock did. He hijacked the movie. That's what he did.
Well, he never. It was always his. It was always his. He never hijacked it. But
he should have kept his post-credit.
Wait,
he should have.
Is Dr. Fate more than one person?
Yes, in the comics. If you read his comics.
What do you think about that?
The lead, Zatara. there's another
If they had that combination Superman and that right at the end, that would have been really cool.
It should have been two post credit scene. One teasing that Dr. Fate, the helmet is going to shoot somebody new as Dr. Fate. Which,
wait, does the helmet give him superpowers?
Oh my God, bro! Yes.
He's doing this on purpose. He's doing this on purpose now. He wants.
I don't know about Dr. Fate.
Oh wow, Tony, $5. Thank you, Tony. Do you think Black Adam failed because it was based too closely on Plato's allegory of the cave? Also, does Vision fit into the idea of Theseus' ship?
I know they first appeared in more fun
I
comics.
honestly don't know how much it's closely to the allegory of Plato's allegory of the cave.
What is the allegory of the cave, Max?
I'm not good with that kind of stuff, you know.
So then how do you know it's not too
He doesn't even know what Play-Doh is.
He's like, Play-Doh, that's the stuff you use to make
Play-Doh, right?
No.
Aristotle, no. All right.
I don't know. I'm not a huge deep thinker. Okay.
Well, Plato's
thanks, Matt.
You just exposed
allegory of the cave is to
in Theseus' ship of Vision. I don't know. I don't even think you know
Theseus'
what that means.
ship is the idea that if you take something like Theseus' ship and you start replacing it piece by piece, eventually, when you've replaced every single piece, is it still the same ship that Theseus used to conquer? So Vision, who was rebuilt piece by piece, is he the same Vision?
No, he's not.
Well, yes, because they use the same pieces.
No,
and the only thing that's new is the brainwaves and the energy that's powering him.
But if the brainwaves are what make Vision,
but
and
now,
new brainwaves, wouldn't that be a new Vision?
But that was before the Hack's Vision put the brainwaves back into the White Vision. So the only thing now that's different is the energy source.
Yeah, but if the energy source is what makes Vision live, and it's a different energy source, wouldn't it be a different Vision?
80% of it is still the same, while 20% of it is different.
But what
It's
makes
still
a
the
man
same.
a man is what I'm saying. What makes you you? If I take your personality out of you and put it into Brian, is Brian you or is Brian still Brian?
Well,
I actually really like the second part of this, Tony, with now that you explained the Theseus ship, if you take it apart, put it back together, is it the same thing? I say it's not. In my opinion.
Well, no, it depends on how you like. If I have a Lego set and I break it, and I use all those same pieces, and there's
we're talking about replacing the pieces. We're talking about replacing every single piece.
Were broken.
No, we're talking about replacing every single piece with identical pieces.
But yeah, so Max, okay, if we're replacing each piece, like let's say I built a Darth Vader helmet, and I don't have the thing to make the eyes glow, or whatever, and I replace that. It's still Darth Vader's helmet.
No, but we're talking about you have to replace every single piece of Darth Vader's helmet.
But no, Theseus' ship is about replacing one piece.
No, it's about replacing the whole ship piece by piece over the years.
Yeah, but it's not over the years. It's by one. First, before by 50%.
No, here, let me put it to you this way: if you take the mast and you replace it with a new mast, and then you took the deck and replaced it with a new deck, then you took the hull and replaced it with a new hull. Now it's all been replaced. Is it the same ship? Is it still Theseus' ship, or is it a new ship?
No. At that point,
wait, hold on. Here's a question: is Theseus still the owner?
No, he's long dead.
Because that's a weird question. I think it's like, does it maintain
that's
the
a
spirit?
philosophical question.
Yeah, it is a philosophical question, but I think if it maintains,
my head hurts.
It's like the human body replaces all of its cells every 7 years. Are you a new person, or are you the same person? Every single cell in your body has been replaced.
We need to explain this in Michael Bay terms.
If every single cell is replaced in your body every 7 years, you're still technically the same person. The only thing that's different is the blood cells and the other little tiny other cells.
Which are the things that make you you?
Yes,
Not a
because
super chat, Max.
Are you the sum of all your parts,
I will
or
get
is
to
there
the
one
Anthony
thing
Hill.
that makes you you?
what makes you you is
This is
your
my kryptonite.
personality and the way you think.
What
Okay,
is
so
the
if I
meaning
take
of
your person
life?
again, if I take your personality and I put it inside Brian, does Brian become you, or is Brian still Brian?
I think Brian
Brian, like, I don't fucking care.
I would say, I don't know. It'd probably
Brian
be
will
more of a his brain and my body kind of situation.
it's like a Freaky Friday thing.
I mean, can I switch with?
If
you
it's
know,
a Freaky
Caden?
Friday thing, Brian
He's like,
becomes me,
okay.
and I become Brian. Then yes.
I just
So
wanted to bring
8
some
parts,
sophistication here.
$5. Thank you, Tony. I really
We're gonna get into
appreciate
the
all the
philosophy of this of the CCP. Okay, Karl Marx. No.
Oh
Thank you, Tony, for
In the beginning of time.
the head scratchers.
Wow.
I honestly don't know much about what you were saying with
Mao
the
Zedong,
cave. The cave.
Back in the 30s.
Plato's allegory of the cave. I don't know. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
What do you think of the Big Bang?
Oh
my God, son. Oh my God, CJ. You do this every time.
Are you talking about the Houston 600?
Yes, we are. That's exactly what he was talking about.
Oh, great. Do you know? Oh, do you guys? Are you?
I actually know
familiar
what you're talking about. Please, just
Are you
know.
talking about the race with the wall where he like banged up against the wall?
No, we're talking about the porn star that did.
Oh,
600.
Porn star.
The Big Bang. Yeah, the Big Bang. Houston 600. The Big Bang.
Houston was the name of the
Listen,
star.
let's not talk about.
She did like 600 guys or whatever in like a day.
Max went from,
Dude,
we're not going to talk about that.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. The actual movie. It's like, no. Here's what happened. They had fluffers working beforehand, so each guy only lasted like maybe a minute, if that. So it's just like, but they had like, I saw it, and there was like all this pre-coverage where like they're interviewing all the fluffers.
That sounds like torture.
And it was
Would you
funny
wanna
because
be
like,
the sloppy 600.
well, apparently like the last guy was like her husband. Like that's what I heard. I don't even know. I'd be like, look, the first guy should be the husband. At least at that point, he gets it out of the way, and then he can just, he's not getting cucked 600 times.
He was already getting cucked 500.
I mean, at that point, at the end of that thing, she's looking like a fine glazed donut. She looks like a pastry, but it smells like the ocean.
So H Parts wants to know about Tabak. So H Parts 100. How is Black Adam allowed in China? Sabak is a demon. They gonna cut him out?
The way Max is holding his glasses to read that question.
Yes, I'm an intellectual.
Maybe they'll just change the
God,
story.
he does the same thing when he's watching porn, right? He like
Send me
has
some
to
more-
adjust the glasses and get them real close.
Send me
This
some
whole
more
talk has
Send me
made
some
them
more
smarter.
philosophy super chats.
Oh, I could if you want.
No, don't. Please don't. Please.
I think
we
Max's
don't.
brain was going broken.
Yeah.
That time.
Well, I do think there's a possibility they could potentially cut out Sabak. I don't know how that would work.
Because it's The Rock.
They don't even need him in the movie.
They don't need him in the movie.
They don't need him in the movie at all. They could cut around him and be done.
He was
Anthony Feltry, read the Green Lantern TV show plot. Okay. I'll bring that up. What is this?
It's the all the episodes I was gonna be in the Green Lantern show and different times.
Did they have the Red Lanterns?
Well, you gotta read the TV show.
Wait, this is
Details.
elite?
Well, let me read it. The show would have involved of the Green Lanterns throughout the 3 known time periods, mainly Alan Scott's 40s, Bree Jarter the Guy 80s, Jessica and Simon modern.
This would have been awesome.
The main conflict connection was the rise of the Alien Alliance, corrupting the GLC, with the Dominators attacking the 80s team and Manhunters leading the conflict with the modern team.
Wait, the Martian Manhunters? God,
no.
I've been aware part of the conflict is enforced by the kidnapping of couple go-to and attacks ranging on numerous sectors. Sinestro's story takes up during the 80s and slowly shows his decline after positioning as the Green Lantern of Korugar. He is mentioned to be partnering with a human Hal.
Oh, Jordan.
Guardians have been hiding the secrets of the Sector 666 massacre, which were uncovered by the modern team, causing the ruckus. The modern team attempts to find the creator of
I
this
want
glitch
this show.
with the knowledge of the Indigo tribe, leading to Corona was the big bad, pulling all the strings. The modern team tracks him down to attempt to reverse damage, but causes a time imbalance, supposed to be shown in the finale. 40s, Alan, Rotlop fan, Kilowog, Abenser, 80s, Bree, Guy, Ercia, Kilowog, Modern, Jessica, Simon, Kilowog, Tomar Ray, Katma.
And Sinestro was going to be a fluent person throughout all those things and would have shown the decline of him, as mentioned, and would have mentioned his human partner,
So, like,
Hal,
the movie.
and then would have also,
Yes,
when
and it
in the
would have set
modern
up as the
time,
movie. Yeah.
would have they would
Holy
have mentioned John Stewart.
Hans. Look what you
And-
started,
We
Tony.
would have had the post-credit scene all over
And then
again.
the movie would take place after
But
all this
still,
stuff.
I was about ready to super chat you about Nietzsche in his
Nietzsche?
idea of the Ubermensch, whether or not modern superheroes embody the idea that
Fuck
God
you,
exists.
Matt. You're loving this.
You
know this is not my jam. I feel like
entirely wrong.
I feel like I'm at school.
Well, the thing is, Lex Luthor asked this question in
Okay,
and
Hans,
BBS.
Hans says, if God is time moral good, but believes in slavery, and slavery is objectively wrong, then how is God morally good?
Well, let me put it this way.
He's
the way
not.
that Lex put it.
He's
The
not.
way that Lex
I mean,
put it.
wasn't slavery not considered like morally wrong up until like about 160 years ago?
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
the thing is,
like,
the thing is that
It's
there was
objectively wrong today, as to where in the past, say in the
Yeah,
Bible,
and also
I'm pretty
the
sure
thing
that,
is-
that
the
slavery
thing
was
is
wrong in
that
that.
people blur the lines.
Which
between,
God are we talking?
Well,
We're
hold on.
talking like Catholic God.
The thing is, people blur the lines between how the new America perceived this concept and how, like, Africa and all these other places perceived it as.
Can I talk about Black Adam?
We are. We're talking about the idea that
You can talk about
Adam-
Black Adam.
Black Adam was a
slave.
There's slaves in Black Adam.
So we are still talking about Black Adam, technically. But like I said,
Gods
it goes
love
back
slavery.
to
Go watch Love and Thunder.
Put it best this way: is that if God is all knowing,
Were you rooting for the God Slayer?
Huh?
Were anyone here rooting for God's?
Nah, he was lame as fuck.
What do they say? Thanos was right.
Thanos was completely wrong. How was he
Gore
right?
was right. Gore was right.
Thanos had the power to double all the resources. Instead, he decided to half all the people.
I mean, like as far as like, I mean, from a pure libertarian perspective, I think Thanos had a point. You know, it's like population, because here's the funny thing about Thanos and the whole population thing. It's like our world population literally doubled in 20 years.
Yeah, it's gonna get ridiculous.
And that was,
but he was just worried about resources, and he had the power to literally make people just exist by photosynthesis. We didn't even have to use resources anymore.
yeah. But I think what he understood though is like, I think his point was basically like, bitch, you got to work for it. Like, I'll grant you the ability to live and to prosper again, but you know what? Just know that eventually this is gonna.
Well, who do you think was more right? Thanos or Gore? I'm more in the Gore case.
Thanos.
Well, the thing is that neither of them were
Tiamat.
right in the way that they handled things. Like their objective was wrong, while the concept of what they wanted was right. Because in the end, Gore wanted each god to respect each of their disciples' like prayers, and while Thanos wanted more resources for people and let other societies live longer.
Wrong.
But the thing is that both of those things are right. Like, yes, there should be more resources for people, and each god should listen to their disciples and worshipers. But the thing is that there wasn't. So their solution was, Gore's solution was to kill all gods, and Thanos' solution was to snap half of the population away.
Yeah, but didn't Gore become a god by killing gods?
No,
No.
Yeah, he became more evil.
In the comics, he did. He literally became a god of death.
Well,
I mean, he had the Necro Sword, so that could imbue him with the power.
yeah.
But it's like, I mean,
it imbued him with God's powers, but it did not give him the title of.
Well, it's
or-
kind of like
but in the
Loki's
movie, it was different.
As
In the-
as Thor was, explaining it to him, is that it's taking his life away.
Right. But in the movies, it was different. But in the comics, it was a
In the
longer
comics,
time
he
frame.
does become a god.
He literally
But-
becomes a god of death.
Yeah.
Does
But
he
philosophy
kill
talk
himself?
live make movie talk great? No, philosophy talk.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Then Gore's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, by all metrics, doesn't religion
I mean, also
breed hypocrisy?
Thanos is a hypocrite as well.
Oh yeah.
H Sports, Matt, who do you love more, Sabak or Jafar?
Jafar, man.
Hmm.
Because like he's barely in Aladdin, and even though he has got less time in Black Adam, his storyline makes sense in Aladdin. Being the Grand Vizier is one thing. Being a dude who's just like, I'm owed this, and then releases this demon. Just like his death was cool. I'll say that much. But otherwise, he was pretty
That's
shit.
from Jurassic Park.
God creates dinosaurs. God kills dinosaurs. God creates man. Man kills God. Man brings back dinosaurs.
Gotta love a chaostician.
Oh, good. CJH is back.
Is Kang the Conqueror right?
I don't know about
his objective.
First,
I don't know yet.
Well,
I don't know yet.
It's the smash.
I mean,
his objective is to smash.
Well, we know
Smash
Steve
women
Rand's
across the
objective is
multiverse.
Man, okay, what if
Multiverse.
Rhea's right? Are you going to get one, Rhea, instead of dealing with real people?
Wait. If you get
Even like androids
like
and everything.
Android, wouldn't you be participating in slavery?
Yes.
And you're okay with that?
I don't know.
Did you highlight my question in the chat?
No, thank you.
If androids have AI and they can think for themselves,
God, more philosophy.
Would it be right of us to enslave them as objects?
No.
It's gonna be like the Will Smith movie.
Yeah.
Again.
You should highlight.
Well, yeah, the three laws of robotics.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's the best line? What's the best line? The guy in the original Matrix, ignorance is bliss. Give me that. That's what I would pick.
you just want to eat the steak.
Yeah.
You just want to be blue pilled.
Yeah.
You don't want to be red pilled. You sure as hell don't want to be black pilled. But you're
that?
like, just
Max
give me
wants
the
to be
blue.
pink pilled.
What's that?
I mean,
You don't.
black pill does not mean what you're thinking it means, Max.
I
It's
don't
gonna
know what
get
I mean.
black pilled. Oh yeah.
He's like, no, it's not.
Rhea, you need to answer this now. Now they said you're up for slavery. Droid slavery.
I mean, if we get
Dinosaurs
robots,
kill man, woman inherits the
Well,
earth.
here's my question though. It's like,
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Oh, the egg, because chickens evolved from other
Dinosaurs?
creatures, and
Yeah.
dinosaurs had eggs.
But what was Matt's question?
I don't remember.
Miss Grandia. Funny enough, I literally just got done watching Love and Thunder for the first time. What in the unholy fuck was that pile of ugly garbage?
I mean, look, Natalie Portman looks good. I don't know what you're talking about.
The gore just didn't Gore the God Butcher just didn't match the vibe.
Well,
Here's the thing with that. I think Bob Chapek has something to do with that.
I was gonna say that too.
Because
Yeah,
the 2 hour mark, because both Multiverse of Madness and Thor Love and Thunder were both 2 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they both suffered from cutting out integral plot points, but then you get Black Panther, and Black Panther's like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, a little too long.
And that might be a little on the too long side, depending. But then like Avatar is 3 hours and 10 minutes. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Well, the Batman was long as shit, so it doesn't matter.
I know in Love and Thunder they cut out a bunch of scenes of Gore actually killing other gods and stuff.
Yeah, I would love to see them. I feel like in the age of streaming, putting that shit back in, doing I remember back when they did the extended cuts. You'd get some decent extended cuts. Like the Chronicles of Riddick extended cut is actually really good.
I think I'm gonna have to save the mailbag for tomorrow. because I had one more topic, and then
Well, I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna go play video games because
dip into what?
I'm gonna go play some Ghost Recon
To
Wildlands.
the Crystal Lake.
You never played that game?
No, I have. It's been a number of years though. I've been playing through the Division 2.
You got
and I like.
Night?
No. I'm not buying anything new for a while. So, and the thing with the fucking Gotham Knights is like it's the game shit, man. Like no one's talking
It'll be
positively
cheap by
about it.
Christmas. It'll be.
I think it's okay. It's not bad. I like
What
it.
I'm waiting for is Dying Light 2 to drop in price. That one I want to play. It's going to be a minute.
Great news.
Post Christmas sale, I expect.
Quiet Place. They one cast Lupita Nyong'o in the lead role. Awesome.
How's that great news?
I love Lupita.
I mean, it's great news for her. She's getting paid. I mean,
I like the series, Quiet Place, the series. I like it.
I don't even know what that is. What the hell is Quiet Place?
It's something you would not survive because you can't be quiet.
Hell no, I can't.
Caden would be the first one to not survive, anyways.
No. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. Everyone would be signing to each other, and CJH would just go like, "But wait, what about this?"
Wait a minute. What if we didn't sign this way? Yes. What if we signed this other way?
He would just get like he would just all of a sudden randomly go, "I was watching The Matrix last night."
No, CJ.
I would just throw a rock at him. I would just throw a rock at CJ.
I'll make a video on it if you give it to me instead.
Ooh, you're trying to steal Matt's codes?
Yeah, because he's like, I'll do stream for $200. Yeah,
I already sent you a game, Max. Have you did a review on it yet?
Oh, right. He's got I forgot that he was gonna submit.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it.
Wait, I would be the first to.
I've been barely busy. I do need to do.
You would be the first to die, CJH.
Yes, CJ would be the first one to die.
And I say that because like everyone will be doing something, and then you'll just come in randomly with something else, and then
he would not be the first one to die. He'd be the first one to talk, and somehow the monsters would miss him.
Yes,
would kill the rest of us.
Yes, then he'd get someone else.
No, that's not true. He would die first.
Max would definitely die, or the monster would be coming at him, and then Max would try to cut him off to get the switch tracks to distract him. Like, wait, what do you think about
Scoop?
Yeah, have you read the latest Geekosity article?
H. Bartz is right. Latinos are too loud to be quiet.
What do you think of this? Black Panther Wakanda Forever originally had an endgame centric story, director reveals.
Was this like before Boseman died?
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. That they would continue what happened after that shit.
That makes sense because it been 5 years.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He lost some times.
The tone was going to be similar. Coogler says the character was going to be grieving the loss of time, coming back after years of being gone for 5 years. The man with so much responsibility coming back after a forced 5-year absence. That's what the film was tackling. He was grieving time he couldn't get back. Grief was a big part of that.
Yeah.
You know what? If the plot of the story was him grieving the time that he lost and going the cutbacks to Endgame when he got snapped, I understand why they just didn't recast him. That would have been a weird thing to see a recast and do. Going to right back.
If you listen to the preview of the Black Panther Wakanda Forever official podcast, you understand why they also didn't do that decision. If you listen to it, you understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ta-Nehisi Coates and Ryan Coogler talking about
I hate that
their
guy.
relationship with Chadwick.
No, I'm sorry. No.
I don't care. I don't hate this Ta-Nehisi Coates. I know people don't like him.
I'm sorry, bro. No, thank you. That guy needs to.
111 million per Black Adam.
That is not good.
Wait, what's 111 million?
Domestic for Black Adam. So
on its opening, it's tracking like upwards of 175.
Worldwide,
sorry. I thought it was Black Panther. It's
it's gonna beat that in one weekend.
You think it's gonna be No Way Home numbers? Was it No Way Home?
It's 250 right now. Worldwide.
Yeah, I think I don't see Black Adam crossing the 450 mark. Even who knows what the China release could do, but it's like if this movie, here's the thing, if
it's
movie
at 250 in 2 weekends, I would give it another 4 weekends to get to 450.
What do you have, Callie?
Maybe.
And then when
What
it
did
goes
you
to
get?
China,
Don't
it'll
shake
be
your
that
tail.
4th weekend.
You're being
And
bad.
by the time and
She got some.
that 5th weekend, so then it'll probably
She is
be
loving.
somewhere
She's
else.
chomping down.
Don't
on
you
Well,
something.
I
agree
think again
that
it boils down to like how much Black Panther, because once Black Panther comes out, it's like Black Adam's is gonna get like dropped to the wayside. You know?
I mean,
Yes,
well,
it's
yeah,
dead,
Black
it's dead.
Panther. That's why I said that like Black Panther comes out the same weekend that Adam goes to China.
Yeah.
What if
But what if the
Black
Chinese?
Panther?
What if the Chinese government is like, we don't like
All
Professor
right,
Bach?
rational. All right, rational.
Yeah.
Hey,
Anyway, I
Matt.
don't know, guys. I'm gonna dip out.
Talk
I'm gonna go
about
play video games.
games. Does he see the Dark Side Invasion Nightmare timeline?
Probably. Who knows?
I don't care at this point. I literally like. I don't want to speculate about what could happen because anything could happen. You know what I mean?
That's
like, is
fun.
that? No, Max. It's not fun. It sets unrealistic
me.
expectations.
That's your
This is
problem.
how you get Snyderverse.
This is how. Yeah, this is how you get the fallout over the Snyderverse. You know, it's like Henry comes back,
Speculating is
but
fun.
Zach
Marvel
isn't
gets to
there. So
speculate.
is it the same Superman? Doesn't is Henry a traitor? Yada yada yada. Ben is back, but without Zach,
Well,
is
there,
Ben
there
a
you
traitor?
go, Max. There you go. To tie it back into philosophy. If you get the same actor playing Superman, but Zack Snyder doesn't come back, is it the same Superman?
Not really.
I mean, yeah, it's, he has he's going to be joyful and full of hope this time around, and not be realistic and living in a realistic world like they want to make him for this new movie. No rational, no stream tonight, man. I need a break, dude. I need a break.
I'm going to do another stream. Oh wait,
Go
who's
ahead.
here? Oh,
Go ahead.
Devin's here. I'm sorry, Devin. I didn't know you
Go.
were here.
Hey, you shaved.
Yes, I did shave. I shaved from my Halloween costume.
Ooh, do we get a glimpse?
And I liked the tweet.
Put it on. Yeah, I tweeted it. CJH was the only one that liked it. So
I didn't see it until right now. It is a
All right, guys, I'll
dope-ass
see you later.
Cyclops. It is.
Thank
it's
you.
Fucking nice.
Thank
All
you.
right,
I'm gonna like it right now.
I
well,
actually
CJH did something. He doesn't even like my videos. Okay. He makes
Yeah,
videos
so-
on my videos and doesn't like them. Okay, go ahead.
There you go,
Devin.
Max. Share the screen, Max.
All right, hold on. I was looking for it. Awesome.
Yeah, original Cyclops.
Nice.
It was pretty fun. Like the funny part about it is like I was walking downtown and like in the parts of town that I usually hang out with, like, where all the other sort of, ne'er-do-wells and nerds and whatnot hang out, they all knew who I was. They were like, oh, Scott Summers, Cyclops. But then like when I went to like, the
I'll be right
trendier
back. The dogs are driving me crazy. Sorry, Devin.
no worries. When I went to the trendier parts of town, like people would be like Frozone. And I was like, no, not Frozone, not Frozone. But eventually I just stopped fighting it. I'd be like, yeah, I'm Frozone. Yeah, that's who I am. So I wasn't expecting that, but it was kind of funny that I got it.
That is funny. Well, it looks like we lost Max. Devin, you're the
dogs
top
were-
guy. You're
His
the
dogs
next
were
one
going
live.
nuts. I don't even know. Like I just ended my stream. I don't know what you guys were
I had
talking
so
about.
many questions.
We
in the
were
chat.
talking about the idea of Theseus's ship and whether if you replace something piece by piece over
God.
time, is it the same thing afterward?
What about all the questions I put in the chat?
Oh, we skipped those, CJH. Yeah, like you know how they got the Vision and they replaced his parts? Is he still the same Vision? What makes a man a man? Is it his personality or is he the sum of his parts?
Is death actually the beginning?
Okay.
You will believe a man can fly.
Should we
These
try
are
and prevent bad events from happening? Or are they
existential
meant to
questions here.
happen?
Yeah, we were going deep into philosophy before you got here.
All right. Well, I'm sorry that I kind of cannonballed in the middle of all that. I mean,
It's
yeah,
fine.
maybe,
Max was lost. He didn't know how to answer any of it.
I just replaced like basically every component inside my PC with something new, so it's technically not even the old PC that I originally built. I mean, the case is the same, but everything else has changed. So maybe it's a completely different computer.
Does consciousness continue after physical death?
Yes.
Do humans need God to exist?
Maybe.
Reyes says, "What is
All
a
right.
man but a miserable pile of secrets?"
You know, it actually reminds me
deep
of like
cuts.
I know that Star Trek talk usually tanks the stream, but it reminds me of my favorite episode of TNG, Measure of a Man, when they were debating whether or not Data was sentient.
Yeah, I
It
remember
was
that
a
episode.
great episode. I loved it. I use it as an example of like really good an episode rooted in a philosophical debate that isn't boring and is actually fun to watch.
Well, we were
Would
actually
you
talking
kill
about
a
that too
man
because Rhea mentioned having humanoid
good?
androids.
Humanoid androids.
Yeah.
We're
And
a
I said,
long-
if we had androids with AI, would it be actually okay to have them to own them, like to buy an android that could think on its own? Would that be okay? Or would that be akin to slavery?
I mean, there are a lot of robots rights activists, who would say that if it's I guess it's the question of sentience, right? Like if it's capable of forming independent thought and expressing, some kind of level of self-awareness, then it should have free will and self-determination, and anything that impedes on that would be slavery.
But don't animals have some form of self-awareness, and yet we keep them as pets?
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why organizations like PETA exists.
To make money.
Well, I think that core inception was probably something similar to these debates. But I mean, what is ownership? If you're the one that put the robot together, like if you craft a clay vase, then you can claim ownership to that clay vase. But if you put together a robot that has sentience, then can you claim ownership of that robot still?
And how do we know that it is conscious? No.
Well, I'm back. What did I miss?
We were talking about robot slavery.
That's actually a very fitting response.
All this philosophy and shit. Oh my god.
Devin asked what we were talking about, and I was telling him.
Yeah, why is it so philosophical all of a sudden? I was in the chat earlier, and it was just more DC talk.
What is a man? What is Rhea? Next time you want, philosophy talk on the
That's a Castlevania quote.
It's a Castlevania reference.
Oh.
What's in its pocket?
So how's what should I do now?
Mailbag?
It's almost one. No, I said mailbag for tomorrow because it's been going through 3 hours. It's almost 1 o'clock for me. I got to get. I made like so many videos. Actually, hold on a second?
What about Crystal Lake?
What? Oh, I'm gonna release my other video right now.
Oh shit, Max is having another release.
You've been cranking these videos out.
I'm enjoying doing reaction videos. I want to be a reactor.
Okay.
I want to do movie talk. I want to do it all. I'm even thinking about doing a series called The Madhouse. Do a little bit behind the scenes of my life here.
Oh.
Wait, the man behind the mask?
No, I'm not gonna unmask. No.
The mask behind the mask.
Do you have, and you don't have to tell us the channel, but do you have another channel with you without the mask?
No.
No.
Why would I? If I did, why would I say that anyway?
Well, no one's gonna find it. Like it would be like.
Yeah, I'll make plays.
I have an old channel that I will never reveal to anyone.
We're all just spinning endlessly on this merry-go-round called life.
So do you believe that the earth is round, or do you think the earth is flat, Max?
Round. I'm not a flat earther.
Why do we stand still when the earth goes really fast?
Gravity.
Oh boy, that's these are not philosophical questions. These are scientific
CJH,
questions.
have you ever been in a car, CJH?
Yes.
Okay, when the car moves, you move with it, but you don't feel like you're going, right? You don't just stay there and the car just like goes through you. That's the same way when you're on the earth. it
Depends
spins
on
with
how
you.
fast.
Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Has anyone watched For All Mankind yet? It is an amazing show. No one is watching this show. It is one of the worst viewed videos I've ever done. 23 likes or 23 views, actually. I mean, not even likes.
Can you read Anthony Cheeseman's comment?
CJH hasn't been in the car, but the car has been in him. Ooh. Hot Wheels? I don't know. Oh, Devin missed my philosophical question. Did I star it? Let me see if I starred it.
What question was this?
He said that if God is good and God believes in slavery and slavery is objectively bad, how is God good?
Wait, God believes in slavery? What?
That's why I said which God is he talking about?
Maybe the Old Testament God believed in slavery, but there's that split. He eventually
RJ, I'm so stressed
What
out
if
when I go
the
to
devil is God and God is the devil?
I think we've seen that movie before.
What if God was?
Oh my God.
Wait, what were you gonna say, Tom?
Give me some Marvel rumors or scoops, please. God, they're killing me. RJ says, I'm so stressed out for what I go to college later today. Woke up in the middle of the night. LOL. Don't be stressed, RJ. You'll make it through, buddy.
I hope you're feeling better, man.
Yeah. We'd miss
did you hear about our buddy John the Retro Pro, Max?
I heard on Twitter. I don't know exactly what's going on. I hope he's better.
I saw his tweet as well.
No, I usually talk to him pretty frequently, but I just haven't been talking to him for a week or so. I'll have to reach out to him. All right, it'll be all right, RJ. So what are you working on, Devin?
I mean, personally, nothing really. Kind of helping a friend of mine who wants to become a YouTuber get up off the ground with that.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully in the next couple of weeks or so, they'll be launching their thing. They want to do a channel over like true crime and stuff.
Ooh.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That Matt Jarbo's into that.
Yeah. I mean, it's who isn't into that? A lot of people. I feel that sometimes like I
don't like true crime.
I feel like one of the few people that's not super into true crime. I still haven't watched that Dahmer.
I hate all crimes. Yeah, I hate all crimes.
I don't hate all crimes. Some crimes are cool, but
what? What kind of crimes are
absolutely. Oh, petty theft, shoplifting. If you shoplift from someplace,
Winona Ryder up in here.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait,
just slide a Snickers bar up your sleeve. You got long sleeve shirt.
Wow!
Hey,
Devin.
You know what? You can do some pretty cool things. I'm not talking about mugging anyone. Like, don't hurt anyone.
Time travel be? Would there be a law?
I don't even know if you just said a sentence, man. What?
We're gonna end in 3 minutes, everyone. 3.
Like you could commit a crime and then go back in time.
Can we get your crack
and not commit the crime?
Yeah, he's on crack. I think it's time to end it.
Old mob dudes. I will say this. One thing that I've always wanted to do is go to New York and just go take a tour of all of like the mob-owned Italian restaurants. That's always been a thing I've wanted to do.
That'd be cool.
I
am interested in mob stuff. Like this, I still that's on my my bucket list, entertainment bucket list. I finally have to finish Sopranos. I started
John Gotti?
Sopranos. What about it?
Where's he?
I've heard of him. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
I heard there's a really good. Who does a good movie of Gotti?
Not John Travolta.
Yeah, not John Travolta. I think the HBO And it's been a good one, I believe.
I think that was an older one.
Reyes says take her with
with
you, Devin, when you do that. Go to New York and
He goes to New York way more often than I do. Like I've never been to New York. I think she's been twice since I've known her.
Has everyone all seen the Sopranos? I never finished the Sopranos. That's
I
on
never
my
started it.
I haven't.
Why?
You know,
Why, Tony?
Why would I? Doesn't seem interesting.
Oh, why, Devin?
I watched one episode and it was just really bleak. And I was like, I don't want to watch any more of this. This is just bleak. I'm sure it's great though.
I got through most of season 1. I got to finish it. There's no excuse.
New York is a good city, but
Yeah,
all right, we got 60 seconds.
Up 60 seconds. I've got nothing to plug.
Plug it 60 seconds, Tony.
Everybody subscribe to my channel. I'm 18 away from 1K.
Oh, that's awesome!
Nice, awesome.
CGH, plug something.
The internet.
Anthony.
Subscribe to Ray's channel. That's it.
Oh, okay, that was nice. Not Tony?
Yeah, that's a good question,
unsubscribe from
Anthony
Tony.
Cheeseman.
Unsubscribe from Tony.
If time travel did exist, would time travel be a 20-year sentence?
CJH. Time travel exists, and we already had this conversation, and I'm telling you from the future that we've discussed this twice already. So just drop it.
Wow.
CJ, have you been struck by lightning?
Mob rats explode.
No.
Hey, whoa. My
There you
aunt
go.
got struck by lightning. That's not funny. Don't joke.
Are you lying or being serious?
No, I'm being serious.
100.
Oh, it leaks?
Serious.
She was actually pregnant when she got struck by lightning.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on a second. Isn't that powder?
No, but for real, if you haven't subscribed to Tony yet, now's a great time to do it. Almost at 1K. Good job, Tony.
Maybe I'll do a Scooby-Doo watch party with Max and RJ.
I've never seen Scooby-Doo from James Gunn.
Which one? Have you seen the extended cuts?
No.
Wait, there's extended cuts?
All right,
The Snyder cut of Scooby-Doo.
Okay, good night, everyone.
It's extended scenes in it.